All right. Let's get right into this right about now. Welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers. Let's do this. I hope the sound is not too much because this is summertime, so everywhere is busy. You'll be hearing a lot of noises, but I hope it doesn't get in here. So, from the thumbnail, the title, you know what we are about to discuss. So, let's get right into it. But before we do that, let's quickly check our sound to see if our sound is good, and then we will start. We're supposed to do this live stream yesterday, but I didn't have the time, so I said, why not? Let's come on in and do it right about now. I don't see it. I don't see the live stream. Are we live? Welcome. If you are just joining us, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. I know a lot of our viewers will not be online right now, but I just have to do the stream and drop it here. I already dropped 2 videos yesterday, but I said, let me come on in and let's drop everything on the live stream so y'all can catch up. And we'll see. Maybe we'll be able to do an hour or so. Okay, so let me switch. I don't know why I don't see the live stream. Okay. Or so. So let me switch. I don't know why I don't see the live stream. Hello, hello, hello. I say it. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Good morning to you. Hello, hello, hello. I say it. You're all right. So our sound is good. You're all welcome. There's so much. The drama. The Q&A between who and who. I did see it. I did see it yesterday. Oh, I'm trying to take down my what's going on. I'm trying to take down the volume on my phone because sometimes I like to see the comments from my phone. Thank you very much for other than looking at the screen. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you very much. As you're coming in, please give the live stream a thumbs up. Is it Q&A? Who did Q&A yesterday? I say it. I didn't see it. Let me know who did, so I will go check it out. Although I saw Mr. JD's live stream this morning as I woke up, as I was preparing kids for school and stuff like that. I just had my headset on and I was listening to what he was saying. He was talking. Oh, he did a Q&A. Is it the one that he was eating he was eating and talking and he was all over the place, and he did a little bit of addressing of this thing. I will pull up that video. He did a lot of rambling. I will see towards the end is where he started even talking a little bit about her. He was pretending he was very busy. This man, now that they're exposing him, he wants to pretend that he's very busy. He's working with a professor. You guys, so much is happening. But before we get right in, please give the live stream a thumbs up, like the live stream, so that way YouTube knows that something is going on over here. And also super chats, super stickers, everything is working. So yes, everything is working. If you enjoy the truth that we spill over here and you want to support the channel, I just want to let you know that that's also working. Okay, so let's quickly dive right into this because we don't have much time. Okay, so hold on. All right. So Mr. JD and his gang, they've been doing so much right from the beginning because this man had a plan right from the start. From the moment he met this woman called Kora, he already had his plan laid out. But when things were not going the way JD wanted, JD was ready to, do everything he can to get the kids, keep the kids in the US, and make sure that he sends his wife back in so she can go back to Africa, Nigeria to be specific. Okay, so that's what this man did, and he came out announcing he was divorcing his wife. And I'm saying all of this because some persons are following this story from 2024, or some persons started paying attention from late 2023. And if that's the case, then you really don't know the full story. You might end up believing whatever this man says. Now we have 2 videos that we're going to listen to. We will get into that. Okay, we'll pull those videos and you will hear from the horse's mouth. So JD has been plotting behind the scene, creating several groups. Each person in that group have their job. Okay, everybody have their specialty, what they specialize in. If it's to go and report Kora page, the ones that are specialized in building up going to Kora's channel, watching her videos and picking out things to make her look like a terrible mom and building these case files for him so he can present in court. The ones that are responsible for calling CPS, the ones that are responsible for calling immigration when she's traveling, the ones that are responsible for harassing her nonstop on. So everybody has got their job. And the general overseer, the president of that gang, is Mr. JD, the ex-husband. So everybody reports back to him. But then at some point, a lot of these women are so lonely, and this is not even about the race thing, because it's both you have people of color, you have Caucasians, you have everything there. But these few set of people that cannot think for themselves, one thing I personally have noticed, and you tell me what you have noticed by the time you listen to all of this story, okay? We have a playlist, by the way, and on that playlist is the title of that playlist. I titled it Koro Obidi, yes, Kora Obidi versus Mr. Kora Obidi. Okay, so you will know that it's about I have short videos there, from like 10 minutes, 7 minutes videos, to live streams of 1 hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours. So if you want to catch up, you can also catch up over there, so you can follow along and understand what we're talking about. So one thing I personally noticed from following this story from the beginning, when this man came out and made his first post, that's when we started following the story. Okay, but then at some point, I wasn't even paying attention anymore. 'Cause I was like, what's even going on? You guys should be divorced by now. Why are we still hearing about the both of you? Like, you're not the first set of people getting a divorce. So why is this even a thing that this man keeps talking? So I stopped watching. But then he keeps going. Then I now started paying attention again. But anyways, the thing is, one thing I noticed about this set of women that supports this man is that they are very lonely set of women. Although some of them, they've got husbands, married with kids in their home, but they are very lonely set of people. Some of them are people that a whole lot of stuff has happened to them that they've never spoken about, and they are just waiting for who's going to fall in their trap so they can transfer all those bitterness, hate, and whatnot into that person's life, fully channel it into that person's life. So there is always that emptiness inside of them. So seeing another empty, very negative person, vindictive, um, talebearer, fake as hell, name it, whatever, anything associated with evil, negativity, and whatnot, is Mr. JD. So when they saw someone like that, ooh, hallelujah, they have seen their kind. So they were able to easily bond. And in that bonding process, that's where most of them came out, started pretending that they were fighting a battle. Yes, let us fight. There was no battle to be fought. There was no battle there. It was a man that said he was divorcing. The woman said, all right, let's do this. And never came out bashing him the way he kept bashing her. But still, a lot of people, when I said a lot, is this set of people, this few set of people, they are so loud that it makes it look like they are a lot. They are really not a lot of them. Okay, but because they are very loud and they keep plotting evil, meanwhile the other people, a normal person in life, is not looking to destroy someone else's life at all. And this is a total stranger that you've never encountered in your life. She has never done anything to you, so you can understand where this is coming from. So they enjoyed it between that 2021, 2022 to probably the beginning of 2023. They all were having fun, you understand, bashing this Kora for over 2 years and continuing. But then at some point, they all now started noticing that, look, what we came in here for is not really working for us. Some of them came in for attention. Some of them came in for the money. Some people needed money and attention, And when I mean attention, I mean Mr. JD's attention. Give me a second. My live stream. All right. Sorry, sorry for that short break. Like I said, it's very busy, so I try to find a little time that I have to come in here and have this conversation. So sorry for that short break. Okay, so let's go back to the conversation. Ooh, I have a nice fruit here. I'm gonna be eating. That would be. Anyway, let me wait. When I start playing the video, I can eat my fruit. So most of these women were seeking for Mr. JD's attention, and in the process of you cannot give full attention. Just on the road, Daxi. Sorry, give me a second. All right. So because of that, they now started beefing each other in the sense that, oh, you're giving attention to Lady L in the UK more than you're giving to me. That's what the one that is the other Lady M would say. Then Krista will not say, what is the conversation you had with Kim? You know, they had this battle of then they will not start calling each other. What did you people discuss? And then some of them with their wide mouth and no sense, all of them, they really don't have sense actually. And this is not an insult. I always tell you people, it's not an insult. There's always proof to everything I'm telling you, because when you listen to everything that I have to present to you today, you will agree with me that this set of women do not have sense. Thank you so very much. If you're just coming, welcome. But please do not forget to keep giving the live stream a thumbs up if you are for the truth, okay, and if you are for justice. Because even as we sit here talking about this case, remember one of the ladies from JD's camp, the one that used to build the cases against Kora Obiri and handing over those things, they plotted several times, called CPS several times. A lot of them has actually confirmed it now that they are fighting with JD. Okay, so the one that was building this case, she actually posted a few days ago and she was like 10 days to go, because remember, Kora Obiri has a restraining order against Crystal, which is the lady that JD brought to his home to take care of his kids. She's a total stranger. And y'all remember that people did digging online. You know, some people, their job, they're very good at digging, right? Let them just know your name and know a few things. They will dig out anything they want to, any information on you. So that's exactly what some people did, and they found out that that woman, that total stranger, let me not keep saying that woman, that's Krista, that JD brought to his home was actually what? A criminal, because she has a criminal record, and she's done things, although she came out downplaying on everything. That so what, misdemeanor, this one, that one, what is the thing there that people are screaming. But even if she is admitting, JD, remember, came out and said to us plainly, so just say has found another recruit who is in the head of this Q&A. Can you imagine? He will keep recruiting people. That's the truth. And it will always be this kind of people that don't have sense. One. Two, they are not able to think for themselves. So even if you lay out all the evidence, everything on the table, set the storyline for them so they can actually listen and read through or do whatever otherwise to follow up, they still will not be able to come to a good and reasonable conclusion. So of course, JD will keep having recruits. That's for fact. But the fact that so many of them has actually fallen out with him goes to show people the kind of person he is. Do you all understand? So that woman herself came out and said criminal record, so what and whatnot, in one of her videos. So this JD's friend came out and said, yay, 10 days to go, because Kora had filed restraining order against that woman. Because when the woman went to JD's home to take care of the kids, there's nothing that woman didn't film. Filmed the whole of JD's home, filmed his empty refrigerator, started asking for people. And I'm saying this because I see those comments in my live streams, in my videos that I post. People are saying, yo, should be ashamed of yourself. Kora Obiri is there scamming people and asking for donations. GoFundMe, they're referring to this GoFundMe thing. You all should be ashamed of yourselves that you're giving money to a scam and whatnot. And I'm just thinking, how do you even come up with that conclusion? Okay, so if Kora is asking for money, because she asked for this, right? She's trying to fight for her right, right? And then she did a GoFundMe. But Mr. JD actually allowed a total stranger that he met online, just as I'm with you people here talking, brought that person to his home, even though that woman had criminal records, okay? Brought that woman to his home to watch over his children. Two people from his gang has actually confirmed it. Two members that they were all plotting together. You're welcome. Thank you so very much. Thank you. As you're coming, give the live stream a thumbs up if you are for the truth. Okay. So this woman said 10 days to go, because this woman, what did I tell you? I told you people that they are all seeking for attention of this man. I don't know why. I don't know why all of them they need the attention of Mr. JD while they are married. They're supposed to be seeking for the attention of their husbands, and if they have children, get busy with your children. Do something. Family members, but no, they wanted to go chase a newly divorced man that they want his attention, right? So that's what most of and that's where the problem started from. So this lady M, that's Miriam, which is the lady, and I'm going to be explaining their roles so you people don't mix them up, because if you don't know them, you it's easy to mix them up. So this one that is called Miriam, that we will refer to as Madam M, okay, because she's older. She said her last child is older than JD, so she's an old woman, okay. So Miriam is the one that prepared the files. Her job was to be on Kora Obidi's Facebook for over 2 years, collecting what she calls evidence to prove that Kora is an unfit parent, so she can build a case file for him that he can take to court or hand over to the CPS, because they already have the arm that's called CPS back to back. But her job was to go watch Kora's video, cut out parts. Oh, the child was sitting on a scissors. The child was doing this. The child, just silly things that she picked up, and in her mind, she's now an attorney. She's now a criminal lawyer. Sorry, all the legal people that you spent your hard-earned money and time going to school to study law. Sorry that this woman is here doing nonsense, pretending that she's a legal practitioner. She knows how to gather evidence. Nonsense. Anyway. So this woman, that's her job, okay? So now Crystal's job is to go online and create all those videos where she will say things like, oh, Kora Obidi just got a new home, a 4-bedroom condo or 4-bedroom apartment, and yes, let's talk about it. Okay, 1 bedroom for, and she sounds so ridiculous. That's why I'm sounding the way I'm sounding now. 1 bedroom for Kora, another bedroom for Athena, another bedroom for Junie. And then what is the 4th bedroom for? She's going to use it for, she's going to put a pole, strippers pole. She's going to use it to bring in other men. Like, is it your business what she does with the extra room? Because she doesn't have money to pay for living nanny. Huh? There's nothing this woman didn't do. This woman kept dragging Kora, sent a horrible gift to Kora's home direct. This woman has done a lot. So that's the woman that brought. But somehow along the line, because they were fighting for attention, Crystal and this woman, they don't see eye to eye anymore. So this Madam Miriam, that all of them were all plotting together, sending emails together, on WhatsApp group together, plotting, is now against Crystal. And she's happy that Kora is fighting. And it's not that she's happy for Kora. Miriam is not happy for Kora, that Kora is taking Crystal to court and filing restraining order. She sees it as a payback. She's going to deal with Justin and this person, because she knows that if this woman is found guilty, and this woman, Crystal, has been screaming that Justin gave her the permission to do so, that is going to be a huge problem, right? So Miriam came out and said 10 days to go, and started advising Kora, unsolicited advice actually, that Kora should go get a lawyer and not go to court alone, because these people are still plotting on what to do. Then, was it 1 or 2 days after that post from that woman, we saw this other post coming out from the gang members, posting, oh, I'm flying into the United States. I'm flying from Atlanta to this. I'm flying from Pennsylvania to here. I'm flying from Minnesota, Minneapolis, name it. from all around the US. They're all flying into the state where this court case is going to be happening. Say, how can grown ass women be on a WhatsApp group to drag someone they don't know? Sign of mental illness and frustration. And to think that most of them are even older than the Kora, old enough to be her mother. It just shows how jobless and how, oh, I really can't. It's just beyond me. These people, their behavior is beyond me. So now I'm going to go and pull up the first video that I want us to listen to together. Give me a second. I want to get it to. So the first video we want to listen to. Shout out to Candid Opinion with DM. It's she that posted this video time ago, so we will listen. I want to get close to the point where, let me see, from 217, I think it was somewhere around 3 or 2.
For all of you who are still following this man after hearing this woman's confession.
So shout out to,
by just introducing myself. Listen to the video and tell us what you think.
Shout out to Candid Opinion with DM on Facebook. I think she's also on YouTube also, if I'm not mistaken. So we will listen to, this is the first video we will listen to, and this is one of JD's cohorts. We're talking about people that he's back to back on the phone with, people that have spoken to his parents, and this is to tell you the kind of family this man comes from, right? Looking at his family and looking at her family, because her father has never been on the call with anybody plotting and planning on how to destroy the ex-husband. Her mother has siblings, none of them. But we constantly see this is cohorts and co-gang member telling us that, oh, we spoke to his mother. The other one said the mother did this, mother did that.
Not just speaking the truth. She's also ready to go to the court of law and stand as a witness on behalf of Kora in case Kora ever needs it, because she has seen the.
So this is Candid Opinion explaining, first of all, what is happening before she will start playing the video. I wanted to just go straight to the video, but I said, let me take it back a little bit so y'all get the background of what we're saying. But mind you, as you listen to this, when the woman starts speaking, you'll be able to tell the voice is different. Hello, Yo-Yo's World. Yo, are you awake this early? You're welcome.
Injustices that these people are doing against her, she has witnessed it because she was a part of the gang of people. It will shock you when you listen to what this woman said. I just wanted to tell you people, because the video is here, you guys are going to listen to the audio. You will listen, and when you are done listening, I want you people to tell me in the comments, what do you think? For all of you who are still following this man after hearing this woman's confession. Started by just introducing myself. Listen to the video and tell us what you think in the comment sections. Thank you for watching. I know you've probably heard.
So she has said her name. Her name is Kim. So that's why I started by explaining to y'all the main, like they have the top, you know, in every organization, you have like the head, one in charge, and everybody have their duties, right? In order for whatever you people are trying to do to work properly in school, your workplace, everybody have different things they do, right? So this woman is one of the top people. In fact, they even add, they call her Kim Baker, the PI, Madam PI, private investigator. So she is someone that was in there, like doing the most. So this is her own confession.
A lot of things said about me. And I just want to kind of start at the beginning to let you all know that I haven't commented or anything on anybody's posts in 8 months. Okay, 8 months. And I apologized to the OB family for my part in anything, which was really only a month's time, because I really was so new to this persona. You guys would probably laugh at me for the simple fact that I did not know Justin, I didn't know Kora, nothing. Kora came.
Let's pause here. Did you hear her? Or should I increase the volume? The more. This woman is telling us she didn't, and that's it. We're not talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. We're not talking about Kanye West or Kim Kardashian. We're not talking about Barack Obama or Michelle. Not everybody knows who these two are. There are still billions of people that don't know who Justin is, don't know who Kora is. So that's fine. But you came in seeing their content for the first time, not knowing them, but one of them told you something and you were able to run with it and started plotting against the other. Do you all see one of the reasons why I said these people don't have sense? And I always tell you that it's not an insult, but it's fact, and I can back it up. Okay, let's continue.
Up on my feed one day when she was in labor. I watched it for about 10 minutes, and I was just kind of like, this is really weird that her husband was pulling her in an empty swimming pool across the room while she was laying there in pain in labor, and he was concerned with setting the cameras up, and I got off. The next time it
Oh, these women are old. These women are, when you hear their voice, you know that they are old. That woman should be nothing less than 60. Miriam should be nothing less than 60. The other one too should be nothing less than 60. They are old enough to be Kora's mom. Some of them are even old enough to be Kora's grandma. Because if Miriam told us with her own words that her last child is older than Justin Dean, how old do you think such woman is?
came up on my feed, it was Kora moving a crib.
But yet they didn't have any issue to join a WhatsApp group and start plotting against an innocent person that was not in a marriage with them, was not married to their son, was not married to their brother, was not married to their family member. They didn't have single proof that she treated him bad, so you can say, okay, it's a payback.
Herself out of the back of a U-Haul. And I was thinking to myself, didn't she just have a baby? Oh, what's going on here? That was the end of that. Well, things kept coming up on my news feed. Like Justin had his own page, that came up. And I watched that a little bit. I made a comment on it, and a lady named Mary Smith reached out to me. And
so if you're just coming in, let me explain once more, because I explained from the beginning, from thumbnail and title, you have a clue already. We are going to be listening to Mr. JD's gang members, okay? Because he calls Kora Obidi's supporters, he calls them terrorists. So I call his own gang members, okay? You know, the cult, the gang members, yeah. Most of them are confessing. We've done a live stream on Miriam. You can go to the playlist. It's titled Kora Obidi versus Mr. Kora Obidi Saga. You can catch up on other confessions. Or you say wonder shall never end. But wait, oh, why are these people confess? I think confusing. If they are confused about the confession. Oh yo, the thing is, this thing when it started, a lot of them went there for attention. And at this point, I feel like some of them went there for his bola, his cucumber. Seriously, that's what I think. They wanted to, you know, some things we can see on YouTube, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like they wanted to, I think some of them wanted his attention. Some of them wanted to do some of them wanted to grow their channel. Some of them went there for money, but all of it, none of them went there with this. You know, when you're fighting a real fight, a real battle where you're fighting for the good of everybody in the society or everybody in your community, that type of fight, you're not having it at the back of your mind. I will go and fight this fight. When I come back, you're going to give me money. I will go and fight this fight. When I come back, you're going to give me something. You just go out, you put your life on the line, and you fight for the benefit of everybody. That is a good fight, and that is a good person. But when you're going to fight a fight and you already have at the back of your mind that you're going to benefit something. So one thing that started their problem was the fact that they didn't like the fact that Mr. JD was on the phone or giving so much attention to some people more than other people. That caused a lot of rift between them. So they started doing reporting. They will call him, have a conversation, and between themselves, they used to have conversations too. But then they will now go and be reporting the conversation. You know, when he says something to, let's say, Madam A will now have conversation with Madam B. And now tell Madam B the conversation. Yes, so the cucumber was very important. So Madam A will now go and have the conversation with Madam B, and now say, oh, see what I was discussing with JD. Instead of Madam B to close her mouth, Madam B will now go back and say, so you were having this type of conversation with Madam A. Why didn't you tell me about these things? Am I not supposed to know this information? Are we not all plotting together to win this battle for you? So jealousy came in. and the fight started. So then he was now forced to now start telling some people to never contact me again. You never to you're not an attorney. The one that pretended that she was an attorney. Now she's denying it, that she never said that she was an attorney, because she built a complete nonsense case file because she didn't know what she was doing. But yet she was bragging to us that she has several certificates she has acquired, but she's professional for nothing. Because I don't understand how you call yourself an attorney, or you're a lawyer, you are a legal practitioner, and you try to build a case file for somebody and you don't know where to start from. How did you pass the first year exam in your school that you went to? So that's where the jealousy came in. Some of them now felt like some people, and another thing that happened was the fact that some people's page was growing faster than other people's page. People were getting super chat, super sticker, and everything. And JD on his own side was thinking they were going to hand those over to him. And some people were like, you see, this person's page is growing, mine is not doing so much, I don't get as much, and yet you're giving that person information. So everybody wants to be the one to get the information. At this point, they don't care if the information is true or not. The thing is to help them grow their page, and they will start getting stars, right? Since we're talking about stars now, y'all give a like to the live stream. Okay, if you're just coming in, I see just 4 likes on my screen. Please give the live stream a thumbs up. Okay, let's not start fighting like JD and his gang members. Okay, so a lot of jealousy came in. That's why I said I don't even understand, because most of these women are married, they have husbands, they have grown kids, some of them have young kids. But my point of this thing is that they are married, they have, okay, even though you're not married, can't you just go out there, look for a boyfriend, look for a partner or something? Does it have to be this divorced, confused man that is there? That's why I said I think they wanted to have a little bit of his third leg. Yeah, you know what I mean. So let's keep listening to this woman that just came from nowhere and started plotting
about the whole story of what was going on. Well, her knowledge of it, should I say. And then she put me in a chat group that she had created. There's been many rumors that I created the chat group, but that is not true. It was her that created it, and there was already several people.
So you can see this woman is mentioning names. And one thing that a lot of people had said was she was the one that created one of the chat group. Although the one that is in court now, that the court case is on the 30th of May, that's Crystal, aka Zoe, the one with criminal record in Pennsylvania state. That one said in one of her own videos that JD had asked her to create a new WhatsApp group because there was a mole in the first one. So they just go from, how jobless can people be? Seriously, from you working your 9 to 5 or self-employed or whatever you do, to running your family, having a conversation with your kids, having a time with your husband, contacting your family, your friends, and so much things you have to do. When is the time do you have to devote to a stranger as much as these women did? Y'all make it make sense.
In it. And they were talking about things I had never even heard of, because like I said, I was very, very new to this stuff. I knew nothing about anything in the past of these guys. And so I just kind of sat and watched and listened to what they were saying, and every now and then I would make a comment here or there. You know, they were reporting to CPS, they were reporting to immigration and whatnot, and they would say, oh, go report her. And I would say, okay, I never reported Kora ever to anybody, ever.
And something else I want to say, as you're listening to this, nobody should feel sorry for any of these women. Forget this tone of voice that they're using to tell us this give us the confession. Forget the fact that they're telling us they are repented, they've asked for forgiveness. Well, it's the job of Kora Obidi, her father, her sister, her family, to forgive them. It is not my job, seriously. And I'm not feeling sorry for any one of them. I'm just telling you, because when you, as an adult, you clearly make decisions like this, please don't expect me to feel sorry for you. That is exactly how I feel about this situation. So if you want to feel sorry for them, you're allowed to, but this is what they want. And I feel like there's also more, because these people want to gain that sympathy, because it's not getting to a point where Kora has decided to put her foot down. And I think they underrated her for a very long time. They thought that she would not be able to achieve what she just achieved. And now that they know that there are people out there that will keep donating until she wins all the necessary cases that she needs to win, they are really, really scared. Because for all that they have done, I told you all on my previous live stream that I even had to, when I was analyzing the other woman's videos, when I finished, I had to, because Oyoyo's word was not like that day. And Oyoyo's word is also a lawyer. So when I have like legal questions, I go and ask her. And I went and I asked her and I said, in the US, so does it mean that if Zoe is actually found guilty for distributing those kids content that they were in the nude content of the kids and distributing, and I said, so does it mean that other people that have it and probably shared it to other people? And she explained that to me. So from what I now understand, it seemed like if this woman is found guilty and they're able to pick all of them from their WhatsApp group and they did nothing about it, but yet they said they were fighting for the kids, for him to win full custody, because they kept calling CPS. So I feel like because of the fear they have in them now, most of them now want to come out and confess, yes, Kora, go ahead with this. No matter the level of cheering, Kora, if you get to that court, they will don't try to tell, no mercy. Let the father of the children come and answer, and let all the shameless women that have children, that they will not allow anybody distribute content of their children in that state, come out and also answer to their own. Because you cannot just jump online one day and see two people online fighting and you decide to take sides and you go and start playing.
I may have said I did, but I swear I'm on my children's lives. I never reported her because I.
And you see this thing that people will be swearing on their children's life. There's something wrong with it. When you do something, don't swear on your children, swear on your head. So in case the thing is coming, let it buy you. You should be the one that will go 6 feet below, not your innocent children. So I don't like this. I swear on my children's life. I didn't report. I know, say I swear on my life. Why can't you swear on your own life? You don't have a life. Your children ask you to go do the nonsense that you were doing. They probably are not even aware that you're acting like a clown online. But of course, people that do a lot of evil, they're always afraid of death. So they will swear on everybody's life except even the unborn baby in their womb. They will use it to swear except their own life.
I didn't know her. And so that's how that all started. I left the group because my phone was nonstop, day and night, ding, 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 ding. I left the group. I just found it very weird. They kept going over the same stuff.
So this woman did not leave the group because what they were discussing was actually something that is evil, the plans and everything, the plotting. She left because it was ding, ding, ding in her phone. As if when you're joining a group, you don't know that you'll be receiving ding, ding, ding as part of the communication that will be going in the group. It shows you the kind of people this set of women are.
The same stuff, the same stuff. The very next day, I woke up and Marzina started a new group and added me to it.
Mind you, look at how this voice you're hearing now is the one they call Kim Baker, because they all have, and we refer to her as KB. So if you saw the video I posted yesterday, I abbreviated her name to KB. So that's her, Kim Baker. And it is said that she's the one that filed the CPS case for him. But look at how she's sounding now. If they tell you that this person can do such evil, you will not believe it. Then I was searching online. I wanted to put her photo in the thumbnail, but the photo that I saw that they said was of her was somebody that was really, really angry at the things that she has done to Kora. So that person is really out for her. So the person went and dug up her family photo, and I'm like, there's no way. And they were all standing together, all close with little children. There was no way I could, and I didn't want to. That's why I didn't put her photo.
And I went on there and asked, what is this? She said she started a new group because there was a mole in the other one. And that saga went on. Once again, I didn't say much in that group. I just listened, watched.
I didn't say much in that group. I just listened, watched. Why not tell us what is the not much you didn't say in the group? If you want to be 100% sincere. That's why I'm saying nobody should trust these people, because they might just want to make people believe and trust them so they can cause more harm. Remember, the one that is doing you from inside will cause more harm than the person, than the enemy that is attacking you from outside. So I feel like some of them just want to get in the midst of Kora's supporters so they can start getting information or getting close to her slowly so she can trust them and think that they feel sorry for what they've done. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. And then they hit you in a way that you will not believe it. So nobody should be feeling sorry for this set of people. Because if you could sit down and call the CPS back to back on a woman that didn't do anything to her children, I don't feel sorry for you. If like make truck drive over you, if I no go even blink. Seriously.
And then I got to the point where I decided, you know what? I am the kind of person that I need facts. So I said, I'm going to hire a private investigator. There was a girl named Melissa. Okay. She's another one you see going around making a lot of nasty comments about Kora now. She said to me that she talked to Justin's mother and that Justin's mom wanted to talk to me. So I said, okay. So Justin's mom got a hold of me. And I spoke with her through text, which, mind you, I have never.
Yo, man. This type of family, is reminding me of that this thing in the US that they call that 3 alphabet. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't want to say it, write it in the comment section. You know those people in the US that don't like certain type of people, that they used to dress in a certain type of robe covering their hand, that use 3 alphabet to represent themselves. If you know, you know. When you read the ABCD somewhere there, that 3 alphabet, that's exactly what the vibe that this JD's family is giving me. The fact that his mother is calling people up and down and plotting, seriously plotting against the ex-wife, that she knows that her son is no good. She keeps calling, like, can I talk to you? Anybody that is online bashing Kora Obiri, this woman is contacting. The woman is in the inbox, begging for money, begging for support, plotting with them. Okay, do this, okay, do that. This woman that it is none of her business decided she wants to go and rent. She wants to go and hire a private investigator. This is somebody that said, I just came in and I saw this video and I saw that video. Look now, listen. Just listen to what she's going to say next.
Gotten rid of anything. I have all the proof. And then she eventually asked me if she could call me.
Okay, hold on. Notice another thing that is common among all of them. How they will tell the story and they will tell you, I have proof. Or I didn't say much. I didn't do much. I was not involved in the WhatsApp group. I was not this. I was not that. I was just his friend. I was just helping him do this, do that. They will tell you a little bit of what they've done. The type that it's easy for you to forgive and let go. But don't get it twisted, because the main thing that they're always telling you, that they have more information. Why not put out those information? Put it out. Let's see what you people you've done. If the next day the police will not be picking all of you up for the nonsense that you've done against somebody that you don't know, you've never had any issue with.
The phone, because her and her husband wanted to speak to me. And so I gave her my phone number.
She's referring to JD's mom and JD's dad. Did you all hear what that woman came crying that she aged 50 years because of what Kora Obiri is doing to her? But she never said what she and these people, this number of women online, were doing to Kora Obiri. She and her husband wanted to speak to a total stranger just because they knew that stranger hated their daughter-in-law. Ex-daughter-in-law, actually.
And called me, and I talked to her for a little bit, and I told her what my plans were, and she said, okay, and we hung up. That was the end of that conversation. She texted me.
This is the 3rd time this woman is telling us the story, referring to stuff. I told her what my plans were. She's not telling us what those plans are. If you're coming out with a full confession and asking for forgiveness, why don't you present everything? So we can now be the judge to see if you didn't do much or you did much. You just want to tell us with your mouth that you didn't do much. You didn't say much in the group, but you keep telling us, I have evidence for this. I have evidence for that. I spoke to her. I told her my plans. Tell us the plan that you told her on the phone. Tell us that conversation, exactly how it went. Post the receipts. Let us see if you really, you've repented. I beg, bye.
I believe a day or two later, and asked me if Justin could call me. I said, sure. So Justin called me. I never reached out to Justin. I had never spoken to Justin before. He reached out to me. He called me. I have numerous phone calls of him calling me. Log records. We talked.
The bone of contention is not about who called you. It's not about, did you call Justin? Did you not call Justin? The thing is, you saw their story online. You inserted yourself into the whole thing up until the extent where, remember, when we were analyzing Miriam Awolowo's confession, we read the email that Miriam was sending to a woman where she said, I was told that we can trust you. I'm sending you these emails. Do not share it with anyone online. It was this woman she was speaking to. That email that Miriam Awolowo was sent to someone, okay? She was talking to Kim Baker. That email was between she and this woman that is talking and saying she didn't do much. But she was the one building the CPS case.
Gosh, 8 to 10 times a day. Him calling me, him texting me, so on, so on, so on. Okay? And he told me lots of stories. Stories that blew me away. Stories I was just like appalled at. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, these poor children. He was so believable because he's such a good pathological liar. He lies. Everything out of his mouth is a lie, but he's very, very convincing. So I can see why all these women follow him, why all these women stroke his ego. I can see it because he fooled me, but not for long. Within a couple of weeks, I figured him out and I started questioning him over and over and over. And his stories changed by the hour, not just by the day, by the hour. And there were other women that were involved, and believe me, one of them was an attorney. We all questioned him over and over and over, and we all have text messages to prove it. Okay? I have audio. I have all kinds of proof. He's a liar, and he's a narcissist. And when he got...
It took you forever to realize that he's all of these things that you're saying. But you finished doing all the plotting against the ex. If not God and that the justice system would have looked at all the nonsense evidence that they presented, trust me, Kora would have lost her kids long time ago. Because if you remember that email again, if you don't remember, you have to go back and watch that live stream we did when we were analyzing the other lady's confession. When she was saying, because the other lady's job was to collect the information, build them like a court case and prepare the file, get the file ready, then email it to this one that is talking now. And this one and some others are the ones that will go and be calling CPS and getting the case ready in the file, and they wanted to get full custody of the children, you understand, for Mr. JD. So that's why Madam Miriam was telling Kim not to share any evidence online or speak to anybody about it. But now that they are now fighting, when they were plotting, they were best friends. Now that they are now fighting among each other, did you hear at the point where Miriam started screaming and saying, when Miriam brought in the race thing, when she was not saying that this JD will not dare to do what he's doing to her, to Kim. Is this Kim she was referring to? That JD will not dare do anything to Kim because he knows that Kim has a lot of evidence, a lot of implicating things on him, and he will not dare do that to Kim or to Crystal because they are Caucasians and she's black. When you carry yourself go there, you know what color you be. Sleep is not a resting, it's a mumuting. Period. A set of Olukus gathered together, and this is what it is.
On his lies, he got pissed off, sent me a message and said, don't ever contact me again. So I never did. That was the end of that. But if you notice, you've got all these little bloggers of his constantly bringing my name up. And I'm constantly being told about it. And I'm sick of it. My phone rings from morning till night.
Now remember, in JD's tell-all, JD kept pushing it and wanting us to believe that, oh, Kora pays bloggers. Kora goes to bloggers. But how many of his inner caucus members have actually come out now to tell us that he is the one? It was Madam Miriam that said she was the one connecting him to bloggers. This one now is telling us he has his small bloggers. And that's true. When you go to Facebook, you know them. The likes of Lolo and the rest of them, Frida and the rest. Those are his minion, his bloggers. The ones that come out and say the nonsense. So each and every one of them have their job that they're doing.
Non-stop, because bloggers like Zoe Tundra has put my phone number out there. Blessing has put my phone number out there. Why do they keep bringing my name up? I haven't talked about any of them. I haven't been on their pages. Nothing. So what is their problem? Um, Once again, I want to just say again, I apologize for anything that I ever said about Kora. Ever. Because the more that I started actually paying attention to her instead of just listening to the stories that Justin fed me, I was like, wow, what an amazing mom. She really loves her children.
You could have done that from the beginning. There's no excuse for this level of ignorance, okay? You should have done that. We're not going to tolerate any ignoramus ignorancia there. Figure that okay, get out of here, man. So when this woman saw that Kora was the first one, she said Kora was pushing. Kora was in labor. The husband was setting camera. That made her feel somehow, right? The next thing, Kora was bringing out this thing from U-Haul truck. Why didn't you sit down and listen to their videos and watch their videos and see that this man keep ranting and ranting and ranting and ranting, and the other person is not saying anything? And you should have just taken your time to study and follow up what was going on so you understand. But no, you jumped and inserted yourself into his life because you wanted something. And probably something went on that you don't want to tell us. So your husband will not end up divorcing you.
And she is so beautiful. Her laugh, her sense of humor is, oh my gosh, she has me rolling sometimes. Her smile is so contagious. She's just got a beautiful soul, and you can tell. She portrays herself through her music, through her dance. This is why everybody loves her. And I sit and I watch these bloggers. I don't say anything, but
all this praising that she's doing is just for people to say, oh, you see, but she was praising Kora. Let's feel sorry for her. If you want to feel sorry for her, please do. But that's on you. The joke's on you, because more secrets are coming out. Now that Kora is set for, she has put her foot down and she's set to go to court and do what she needs to do. They've started running helter skelter. And now she's such a good woman. She got me rolling sometimes. In your mind, when you finish praising her, when the truth of what you've done comes out, she will not take you to court. Madam, forget it. She has already said it. All of you will collect. Anybody that distributed or wanting those images of her kids, you will collect. So if you like, praise her from now to tomorrow. When the when the police come with their handcuff, you all should be ready.
watch them, and they scrutinize everything she does. You know, you take the United States, staple food, potatoes, rice, noodles. It's always put with a meal, always. And if she makes her children noodles, she makes sure she puts so many fresh vegetables and chicken in there. What is the difference of putting a chicken drum down with mac and cheese, like most parents do to their children? Nope. That's all she feeds her kids. I mean,
Says the one that was calling CPS and all of that.
sometimes I sit there and I think, they ever raise children? And if they did, are their children even part of their lives? What would their children say about them? In the way, please, I would like to know what exactly he told you about Kora. Okay, I know who you are. You're Sonia. I actually tried to get a hold of you because I wanted to go live with you, and I can still do that one day. He told me a lot of things about Kora. He told me that she was very abusive, that he woke up several times to her sitting on top of him with a knife, and that he feared for his life.
This man can lie. The type of lie this man tells is huger than the United States and every other country put together.
That she was crazy. She refused to take her psych meds. She couldn't be trusted with the kids. He couldn't work because he was so worried about the kids. The end game.
So somebody tells you that they are married to someone that is crazy, the person will not take their psych med, and you decided, okay, I'm going to fight for you if that's the case. At what point do you ask the person, can you show me a proof? Can you present to me where the doctors, diagnosed her with what you're accusing her of? Like, you, there's no excuse, I beg.
He wants full custody of the kids. He once told me that if she got full custody of the kids, he would have no reason to live, and that there was no way he would make sure that she got the kids either. Take that for whatever you want, but to me, that doesn't sound like a good end.
So, did y'all hear that? So that's where that video ended. Okay, and according to what Candid was saying, by the time she went back, I guess probably she wanted to get the full video or get these set of people, they've already gone and reported mass, and that, because that's another job they're good at, mass reporting people's pages, so it is taken down. So it seemed like they mass reported her, and the Kim's page was taken down. So I don't know if she's created another one, or changed the name, or done some. But I've been searching and I cannot find a Kim Baker that is associated with JD that is dropping videos or anything. So right from the beginning, we've talked about the fact that this man will never allow his ex-wife to have those kids. But when you listen to the ex-wife keeps saying 50% custody is okay for me. I want the children to have their father in their life. But this man is saying there's no way. The woman is not trying to fight to take the kids from you. She has never said it. It's been suggested to her so many times because of how horrible he behaves, how horrible he treats her, how horrible he treats their first child. But still, this man will be making threats. And trust me, if that ever happens, the ex-wife will cease to be in this planet. That man will do it by himself. He won't need to send anybody. He will unalive her if that ever happens. Let's go to the other part where Mr. JD, should we call it mistake, accidentally? I don't know what happened. Really. You know what? When karma is coming for you, you will start running helter skelter. They said the fly that doesn't listen follows the corpse to the grave. I don't know what is happening to this man. What happened? And he made this post about his ex-bestie Lolo, revealing what she did and the reason why he decided to leave her. So I think that's the next one we're going to listen to. So let me take down the volume until we get to where hold on, I want to get to where. So for this video, we give a shout out to Augustina Paul on YouTube. She's the one that posted this. So I will play so y'all hear Augustina's voice a little bit. So if you're on Facebook, you.
What he was expecting was not coming out from Lolo. Let's listen to Lolo and let's come back to analyze this video. Please watch the video to the end. Grab your popcorn. Let's sit down and listen to this record. Let's listen together. Social media, you people should come on. He said supporting him.
When you hear this voice, you already know who she is. She's always there. She is one of his bloggers. Like, she's back to back. She has been from the beginning. Okay, when you talk about his bloggers, she's the most famous. She has, I think, the highest number of following among all of them and makes more money. And that resulted in some war between she and the other women also. Jealousy and everything. And she was the one that exposed one of the women to JD also. That's why I said this amount of attention they are seeking for. We don't know. Let's go.
Did not bring in the cash. No, Justin D, come closer. May God punish you. Come closer. Oh, so
I should come to social media, sit down here. When they give me star, month end, Mark Zuckerberg give it to me. I will come and
You see how fast things can just turn. If you listen to this woman's video 2 years ago, how this woman keeps bashing Kora, not as if she's not bashing Kora now anymore, but how this woman would complain about how terrible Kora was. But Kora was the same person that was working throughout their marriage, and all of her earnings was going into an account that was being handled. The chief handler was him. That man was in charge of all the money that Kora was making. But Kora was okay with it, even with the bad character that he was displaying, because we see it, he's bad, we see the bad character now. So if he can do this online, what do you think he's doing indoors? What do you think he's doing behind the scenes? But this woman did not see anything wrong. How Kora was a liar, how Kora was complaining about this, in charge of the money, so what? Now that the man called her a scammer, she came out, this Lolo came out and started dragging, we always refer to her as Lady L. She is the Lady L that we always talk about. When you hear Lady L in the UK, is this one that's talking now. If you go on her page and scroll back 1 year, 2 years back, you will not be able to sit down and watch her live streams for 5 minutes. The way she bashed this Kora, the way she spoke about Kora. There is no name in the book she didn't call Kora, because she was hand in hand every day, back to back with JD, plotting. Now that JD has called her a scammer, the way he called his ex-wife a scammer, she was running helter-skelter, exposing text messages of her chat between her and JD's mom, talked about how broke he is, because it's been trending that he's broke, and he's been debunking it, that he charges $1,500 for 2 hours. How dare people think that he's broke, he lives in a big house and whatnot. You're welcome. If you're coming in, just give the live stream a thumbs up. We are here listening to the confessions from JD's gang members, those women that always support him, those their private group chat, all those things they used to do in private. It is slowly boiling out. So JD made, I think I would say it was a mistake. He posted why he decided to dump this Lady L. So that's why she's out here dragging him, insulting him. Now, does he think that she's going to give all the money?
Sir Justin, here is the money I work. Araba, dear God punish you.
She started swearing at him in Igbo language.
No wonder Kora leave you. Now, so where you want them? Did you people see that write up? Who is that?
So after 3 years, this woman is saying, no wonder Kora left you. Now that JD is saying, this woman did not give me the money that she made, because JD was thinking that all this money that this woman was making by dragging his ex-wife, they will be sharing it.
People hearing that.
He didn't know that this woman went in for her own stomach. We call it belema. Bele things, bele kingdom.
No wonder.
That shall never end.
He's calling me bluff. He call himself bluff. He bluff there. If he's bold enough, why did he delete it? Look at what he posted. He posted it and he deleted it with his verified account. Are you seeing it? You see what he posted? He is the one that is stupid. Let him talk. Let him post it and leave it. Let the world come and see how hungry he is. Look at what he posted and he deleted it. He said, supporting
Already.
bring in the pay. See, Waka Shege God.
You see? There she was reading what JD said supported, you didn't bring in the pay. So JD posted something and quickly deleted it. But what he forgot is that there are people that are sleeping in his page, in his channel, following him around. So I don't know if he posted that on his page or he was responding to somebody's comments. But before he deleted it, someone had already screenshot it, and I guess it was somebody that supports her too, because somehow she got to see it, or she was able to lay her hand on that content, and that's what she's reacting to. Seriously, supporting you didn't bring in the cash. So anybody that is supporting you needs to also bring in cash. This is what I'm telling you, that both JD and all of these women, they are all selfish and they all went there for their selfish gain. But I guess JD was delusional enough to think that all of them will be as submissive as his wife, as his ex-wife was. You think that this woman, that her eye is shining like this, will receive stars and hand the stars over to you? Even the donation she collected, I don't think she gave him all the money. That's why they had issues. That's why he called her a scammer.
Punish the papa and mama will boy you, make you useless. You are
insulted his parents.
Oh, so I should come out. Hey.
You see how fast things can just change. All of these insults were actually going to Kora's family, Kora's parents, Kora's siblings, Kora herself. You understand? But now, Justin's parents, the same person that was fighting for Justin and insulting Kora's parents, is now insulting Justin's own parents and Justin.
Oh, now I see why Papa Bidi say Kora should go and open account. Hey, Justin have opened his book. Guys,
Imagine this man.
Wahala. That's where that one ended. You know, the thing is, sometimes people would think that they can do whatever they want to do and get away with it. But one thing that people forget is the fact that a time will come where all of those things that you've done will backfire. And that's where he is right now. And all of a sudden, he's now very busy. He's not been online active for some days. And he posted this 3 hours ago. We will get into in his page now. We will use that to round up the live. We will listen to the video he did pretending that he's now busy. From him dragging, telling us that he will be debunking. He will be picking out his ex-wife videos. He will be picking out Nancy's videos. He will be debunking. Let Nancy be causing problem for the sister. Now he has seen the level of problem that he has for himself. He doesn't know where he stands anymore. The uncertainty has set in because 30th is the hearing of the other case. And if this Crystal, aka Zoe, has been screaming since people started dragging her online that this man gave her the permission to distribute those kids' footages, that means if she's found guilty and she's able to present, because they all collect evidence when they are speaking, some of them will be recording, they will be saving chats. So if she's that type that was also collecting evidence and saving, should in case anything happens in the future, if she had a little bit of sense, then she would have those text message or voice message or wherever, only heaven knows how they had that communication. So she'll be able to present it to the court, proving that he knows. And since it was shared to the group, he's also a member of the group, so he saw it. What we will not have, probably they will not pull up the chat in the group. Did he ask her to delete it and say that's not good, it's against the law in the United States that you can distribute images like that of underage children? All of those will be presented in court. So maybe he will be getting few weeks or few months in jail, depending on what the penalty is for the level of crime that he's going to be found guilty of. That's why he came on the very last live stream he did. He was saying things like he's not afraid of anything. He's out here. He's going to do what he's going to do. That the worst that can happen is for him going to jail for a few weeks or something, or he's probably even going to get community service, and that's fine by him. Why do you think he's now making such statements? Because he knows that these women are now coming out to expose him, and they will not hesitate to share whatever information they have with the court. Not because they love Kora, not because they love those kids, but just to get back at him for not doing what they wanted him to do for them. So you see, when you're busy plotting and planning against somebody else that didn't do anything to you, every single thing in this world is going to fight against you. The ground you walk on, the air, even the food you eat, the salt in that food is going to work against you. And that's what is happening to this man. So he's been forming missing in action. That's what he's been forming. So let's see. Wait. So I. Okay. So I think this is the one that I say it was talking about. He says 10 hours ago, JD, and he said, let's do some Q and A. Okay, so we have two videos to touch down on. Okay. Mm-hmm. One day ago. So he's just been writing what I don't know. Said, okay, so I'm trying to see the last post. Okay, so his last post was the no beard era, where he posted himself not wearing any beards and whatnot, like he has shaved up his beards. And then the next thing he posted 3 days ago was relaxing and amazing Sunday. And 2 days ago, he said, make the right choice even when it's not the popular opinion. Hashtag end the witch hunt. Wahala for wishy people. I wishy no dey tire. Okay, 2 days ago he said, leaders lead, followers follow. Which are you? Oga, you're not a leader, you're not a follower, you're just a mumu. Let's proceed. One day ago he posted, working on a big project. He's always working on something when he's in a position where he's very uncomfortable. Because remember, when it was getting close to the other hearing, he was kind of calm a little bit. And then when Kora missed that court date, he came out again, full chest, and was bragging and bashing. And then, if it was true, why did you go to court? He didn't address the fact that he lied, that he contacted FBI. When FBI will see that video, they will not ask him, when did you call us and when did you have this information? When did we have this discussion with you that you're passing out false information? I hope there is punishment for false information in the United States. Okay, because this, how many times is more than 300 times this man has actually told us on several occasions, different videos, different live streams, that he has contacted FBI. FBI told him it was photoshopped. And then you go to the state of Pennsylvania, there's a criminal record there, but now you're lying on the head of FBI. Okay, okay. So now he pretends he's working on a big project 1 day ago. So let's listen to this one. Yeah, all of a sudden he's now eating on live stream. Anyway, I think this, he didn't say any reasonable thing.
I finally just was like, screw it. I'm looking like a haggard ogre. So I'm like, sure, to clean up.
Yeah, he had to clean up so he will not mess it up like his little one. Every time he has to bring in that child.
I look like a madman? Great.
I don't want to hear that. I want to get to where he was saying something about his ex-wife and the billboard. I think it was towards the end.
I have a doctorate of chiropractic.
This is the first time he's clear.
So I have a doctorate. I'm not a medical doctor, nor do I want to be one.
Let's skip because I've seen all of this, and it's somewhere at the end. It was busy, so I didn't write down the timestamp. I'm trying to find it. It's a 14 minutes video.
Get on a billboard. You guys think I have any life goals to be on a billboard? Just trying to help people, spread knowledge, education. Unfortunately, on subjects that I didn't really want to speak about. But anybody can get on a billboard. All you got to do is pay for it. So that's not a good utilization of my resources.
There is nothing this man's ex-wife does that he will not somehow insert himself into that conversation. Tell me now, why is he talking about the billboard that anybody can be on a billboard? Whatever she does, he will always try to play down on it, make it look like it's useless. But at the same time, he's really upset.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, now he wants to pretend that he's enjoying his meal. So we can go over to the queue and do
Somebody said I look like Tom Brady. I was like, nah.
This man really thinks so much of himself. Okay, so his Q&A, let's see. It says, let's do some Q&A while I organize some data.
To label and organize for easier tracking. So, if you guys want to come on here and ask healthcare related questions or anything of a positive nature, then you're welcome to hop on my live and I will answer any questions that I can.
All of a sudden, he now wants to do health related topics that he has never wanted to do from the beginning. Hopping, positive. This one with the gang, since that all his gang members, not all of them, but majority of them, the top ones that have things on him, started talking, he's trying to run away from the truth and not speak on that, not address all the things that these women have been saying about him. Now he wants to talk about health related and something totally different. Let's keep listening to this his Q&A. Now he pretends he's very busy. Very busy Justin.
How's everyone doing? So if you guys want to join the live, just request and I'll bring you on and I will. It's been a while since I've done a Q&A session. So if you guys don't mind me multitasking, Rosemary is the first.
Oh my goodness. I just hope people can see from the energy this man had. Now that people are threatening if Kora needs.
Let's see if Rosemary can get on here.
They want to punish him. Now he pretends he's doing something.
Because I am going to have a bunch of data that I have to organize. So it's kind of just mindless adding categories to stuff. So it's more easily searchable.
Now is actually the things that he was complaining.
Looks like it didn't work out for Rosemary. She couldn't quite join.
Is that not what he's doing now? Organizing data. Is there a reason why he has his live stream? Can't he just do his job? But no, if he does it that way, he's not gonna like it. So he wants to.
How's everyone doing today? I had patients this morning, and then I have a big break in the middle of the day, and then a few patients this evening. So it is. I kind of like it that way because it makes it easier to get stuff done in the middle of the day when you're at maximum mental capacity. Hello from Portugal. Maria, I was just there outside of Porto. We'll try Rosemary again. If you guys have healthcare related questions, you're more than welcome to get on here and ask away. Of course, I will not be providing any diagnosis. I'll be giving general.
I'll be providing diagnosis. Who does you? Seriously. You know, I'm allowing you people to listen to how he's doing this because for a very long time, this man has constantly dragged his ex, right? Oh, she cannot do anything without going online. She cannot. But look now, the previous video we listened to, what was he doing? He was just eating and rambling about he's working with this professor from something he cannot reveal what they're working on, but very soon he will be able to tell his fans what they're working on or what they're trying to do. And now this other one, we're seeing him, oh, I'm just organizing data and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But yeah, just come on in, let us discuss, in fact, let me be skipping a little bit because I don't see anything reasonable he's saying.
Success, because you can just pay for it. Need some exercises for the neck. A lot of time, one of the easiest things, I'm reluctant because the terrorist organization, but we can't let them win, can we?
Didn't he just tell you? You see why I told you that I want to allow you people to listen to. Sometimes it's almost like he's just not saying anything, but in between that him not saying anything, you will hear the things. This man cannot make a sentence without insulting his ex-wife directly or indirectly. The terrorist group, he keeps referring to her as terrorist group. Even after all this information that we have presented, which is not half of what is online on Facebook, if you go to Facebook to type in his name and his ex-wife's name. All these people coming out with these confessions and everything, at no point Have we seen one person coming out and said, I was in a private group chat with his ex-wife. I was doing this with his ex-wife. His ex-wife sent me to do that. But we've seen several people that have confirmed that he asked them to do all of these evil, nasty things. He was plotting and planning with them. Even his mother and his father was in conversation, calling people up and down. Joblessness is a cause. But this man keeps referring to somebody else and the person's fans as terrorists. You cannot let them in. Is anybody fighting with him? It's anybody fighting with him. Is anybody in competition with him? When you look at the
Degenerative joint disease of the spine from rod placement from scoliosis. Yeah, that can be quite painful. I have treated a number of those. Man, there's no good advice in general on the internet for that. That's really like everything needs to be loosened up, and that's really more of a manual job. I need to do that with my hands.
he's talking about how there's no good information. If he was focusing on what he was supposed to do, he is supposed to be the one to provide those information since he is a chiropractor. But no, he focuses all his energy on his ex-wife, and now he's telling the person that is asking him the health-related questions. No. There's a manner that I have to do with my hands. Yeah, like the way that allegedly you were asking people to send you photos for.
What can be done for arthritis, pain in your spine? All right, guys, let's talk about that.
Run through this his stuff.
Obviously not working. Let's see.
Yeah, he's just pressing on the computer to make everybody think that he's so busy.
Let's try. And you start to speak out. You're hated no matter what. If you speak out and try to defend yourself, you're not a man, and your women.
So 28 minutes into this live stream that he introduced as a health related positive thing, he's now discussing something else. When you speak out, you're hated, you're this, you're that. Him, that he's the one that has all the hate from everything he has said, he keeps referring to every other person except himself and his gang members that are exposing him. Let's listen together.
Will unanimously try to destroy you. And if you remain quiet, you just watch your business, life, and reputation crumble. So as a man, you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. So it takes a lot of bravery, and I have a lot of respect for the truth, regardless of innocence or guilt, that it takes a lot of courage to come forth and tell your side of the story. Because no matter what you do as a man, nobody wants to hear it, nobody cares, and I didn't tell my story for any other purpose than just for my own mental health. I did that for me. So I actually felt like I was standing up for myself rather than just laying on the floor getting kicked.
No, they're fighting.
And if you ever have a son, I hope that you teach him to not just stand by.
I do have a son, and
okay, so
I wouldn't allow him to stand by, or I wouldn't stand by and allow anything. But at the end of the day, there's two sides to every story. You know what I mean? But just because someone's saying they're telling the truth doesn't mean they're telling the truth. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
So he's brought someone up, and a lot of his supporters in the comment section is telling him to put the woman down, that she's rude, she's this, she's that. He's doing the live stream, and he asked people to request to join him up there since he's walking, putting daters together. I don't know what light daters, but anyways, he said he's putting daters together, and you can come up and ask him any questions relating health stuff. But this person came up, and person is asking you about you rambling online and whatnot. Why didn't you tell the person that today's live stream, we're not talking about my ex or my life, we're just talking about health stuff, we're going to try to help people online, we're discussing chiropractor things? But look at what he's saying.
And my opinion on the matter is, who cares who's telling the truth? Nobody deserves to be harassed by millions of people on the internet, regardless. Relationships go south, and people shouldn't use that.
But if this is your mentality, if this is your way of thinking, something is wrong with you. What do you mean? You came out to tell your story. You came out to tell something. You just want to come out and lie? And you're telling us who cares who is telling the truth? No, the general public do care because they want to judge by the truth. They want to stand by the truth. And people that want to learn one or two from your stories needs to hear the truth. So you cannot say who cares who's telling the truth, because you know you're lying. People that tell the truth will always say, well, I will not come and lie, so I'm not misleading people. But you're saying who cares who is telling the truth? Whew, Justin. Mr. JD.
A weapon, especially using their kids as a weapon to hurt the other person. So we're talking about right and wrong, whatever. I'm saying no matter the circumstances, when two people.
Did you all hear that? She's trying to use the kids to hurt the other person. From everything that you've seen happening now, from the confessions, that if you've not caught up with our previous playlist, our previous live streams and videos where I played the voice notes and all of their plotting, you have to catch up on. That's why you need to subscribe, turn on your notification, and give this live stream a thumbs up as you are coming in. Just give the live stream a thumbs up. That is if you support the truth. But if you don't support the truth and you see a spade and you call it a shovel, please don't like the live stream. So this man, him and his cohorts, from the chats we've read, from all the evidences that they have leaked themselves, because they are now fighting for his attention, they are fighting for money, they are fighting for everything else but fighting for the person that they said they were supposed to be fighting for. They've exposed a lot of things at this point. We keep seeing that this man, from the beginning, he told her to her face online. The video, you can find it. 2 years ago, he told her to her face that I am going to take the kids from you. He not only yanked off the small child when the child was on the mother's breast feeding, he yanked that child took the kids away from her and told her that he's going to take the kids away from her and he's going to send her back to Nigeria. That's what he's going to do. Send her back to Africa. And everybody that has pulled up to support him, that's the first thing he always tells them. This man wants full custody. That's why they kept calling CPS on this woman. That they even built that giant file that is in Miriam Awolowo's Facebook. If you go on her Facebook, the video that she pinned to her live, to her at the top of her page, you will see that giant case file. Because she was talking, she wasn't showing her face. She just had the case file photo as her thumb, as her distance. Just as you're seeing my lights now, you will see the giant file that woman posted. Those are nonsense that they went to Kora's page to go and watch and pick up. And here, this man is boldly telling us this thing was done a few hours ago. And because of the different time zone from here in Europe and the United States, when we're sleeping, they are still doing their thing in the United States. When we were waking up over here, they are about sleeping. They're sleeping in the United States. So I woke up to see this. When I went to bed, he was not live. He hadn't done this video. So this man is lying to us. What is this? Whew.
Get divorced. They shouldn't use their platforms, if they have large platforms, to absolutely destroy the other party who happens to also be a parent of the child.
Who is doing that? Who is the person with a large platform that is doing something like that? She has a large platform, quite all right, but she's not speaking on her ex-husband. If you go to her Facebook, you will see it. Go to her Facebook, you will see that woman, Kora Obidi, does not speak about her ex-husband. In fact, she doesn't even want people to mention his name in her chat or say anything that is related to him. She will tell you that she will block you, even if you're fighting for her. She has told people not to mention it, and if you cannot respect that, she will block you. Do you understand? But this man constantly talks about her. How do you start a live stream? It's almost like I came in here telling you people with the thumbnail, the title, and everything that we're talking about Kora Obidi and Justin Dean. The next thing I switched to discussing about Didi or discussing about what's his name, Jeezy and Ginny Mai. And you're going to be confused, like, serious, didn't you say you were talking about Justin and Kora? Why did you completely switch to a totally different topic? In fact, this one is even kind of related, like something, or I put this up and then the next thing we came here and it's praise and worship and prayers, church service. Why don't you stick to what you want to discuss and have that conversation? It simply means this man cannot just stay a minute or a day without talking about his ex. If this man wanted to talk about this situation, the thing that we expect him to address is all this allegation that his gang members are leveling against him and saying these are the things we did, these are the plots we plotted, these are even the killer that is now beating her chest and saying she doesn't mind going to court to testify if they will call her. This man is not coming out to say, well, I never asked him to do anything. I never asked Crystal to do anything. I never asked Miriam to do anything. I never asked Lolo or Frida or any one of these women to do anything. He's not coming to address all of those things because he knows that if he dares, they're going to post screenshot or voice recording the way the blogger in Canada posted those recordings. Which, in my opinion, I think something should be done to him for that nonsense he did, giving out her phone number, risking her life to achieve what?
Cares who's right and wrong, trying to destroy the other parent who is responsible, who has at least half or partly responsible for maintaining the wealth, the health and welfare of the child. That is wrong, and that is undebatable.
But you said you're trying to prove that you're innocent, right? That everything
I had already proven I was innocent in court. I didn't need to prove my innocence. I needed to speak up for my own mental health.
But you're still trying to prove it online. So what's the?
I already proved.
I mean, my thing is, if nobody knows you, you know what I mean, in real life, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, I understand you said, you know, your reputation and all that, but what's the point? You know what I mean?
The point is it's part of my healing process. Is for my mental health.
Oh, okay. Or is it to try to destroy the other person?
To tell you how ignorant some people are. This person is asking questions. I don't see what is the rudeness here. She's from what this person is saying, I feel like this person have been watching Justin for a while and also watching Kora Obidi for a while and noticing that if Kora is doing live stream, she will not speak about him. She will just do her live stream and do her was dance, tell you about something that she's doing, talk about her music, how people should go stream her music, just have a conversation with her followers and subscribers. That's what Kora does. But every time this man is explaining, he's saying, I already won in court. What did you win in court? He keeps saying this, I won in court, I won in court. You didn't win nothing. You wanted full custody. If you won in court, you would have had the kids to yourself. You called the police to go to her place several times. They went there and there was nothing to hold the woman for. She didn't do a thing, but you keep coming out and confusing people. And I feel like this person, and like if you see the comment section, the way I'm looking at the comment section, you will not even believe your eyes. People are saying, I apologize on behalf of this rude caller. There's nothing wrong about asking questions. This caller is just asking questions because you're saying you already won in court. Okay, so why are you doing this online? The lady is not rude. The person that is calling him right now is not rude. But the ignorant people will not. The comments are just unbelievable. Seriously.
It's not going to destroy the other person.
I'm just asking a question. I never said it was. I said, I'm just asking, is that what you do it for?
No, I'm not trying to destroy anyone. Why would I want to destroy the mother of my children? How does that serve my children? I spoke the truth because it was what was necessary for me to reclaim ownership and responsibility and feel like I'm in control of my own life rather than letting somebody else control my life with words that they say that invokes a cult to come and harass me, call my phone. You guys don't understand. These people would come to my office, harass me. These people call my phone all day long, cuss me out. These people are everywhere harassing me and trying to destroy my mental health for things that I know I never did.
Okay.
Have you ever been harassed by?
These people are going to his office, harassing him. This man just knows how to tell bogus stories. Like, he's good at telling very giant stories that there is nothing to be believed about what this man is saying. Yo, if you're sitting now and you're just no, look now. If you're just hearing this story for the first time, are you not just going to believe what this man is saying? That she's been sending people to go harass him, the evil cult. But we just listened to recording of his own supporters talking about how they were plotting and planning and doing all of that. Why didn't somebody even ask him that question? Somebody should. I wish this lady that is asking him question now, but I guess she didn't see this stuff, so she doesn't even know. If it's someone that was following from 2021, that's why one thing I'm telling people is, in order to catch this man in his lies, you don't even have to be angry. If you're going to go to his page and go up and question him, make sure you gather in fact, write down all the questions you want to ask him. Ask him the first one, wait for him to finish, ask him the second one, and you will catch him in lies in every single listen he will try to respond to. Whew. He's unbelievable, man.
5 million people?
Oh no,
Then you
no, I don't.
have no idea what it's like.
Well, I'm sure not, and I'm sorry.
Okay, so don't. I mean,
no, I just said I'm sorry you're going through that. No, I don't put my life on the internet.
Okay, and I don't suggest it, and this is not the way I wanted my life to go either. But it was the cards I was dealt based on who I married.
All right. Well, you know what? You have a good day, and
This is ridiculous. This is not how he wanted his life to go. Where did he meet this woman? In a nightclub. He knew she was a dancer. He knew this is what she loved. Didn't he brag in his tell-all that he did episode 1 to 13? That, oh, I was the one filming the videos. I was the one editing the video. I was the one that helped her build this career that y'all are talking about right now. I was the one that told her, you've got a beautiful voice. Why don't you try singing? I wanted to connect her to Snoop Dogg, and she went there and insulted Snoop Dogg. I wanted to make her the next Beyonce. How is it that this is not how you wanted your life to go, but you wanted her to be the next Beyonce? You didn't pick any other artist in the United States. You didn't pick those. I don't want to mention anybody's name, so let not be like I'm saying somebody is little, but it takes time to grow in the entertainment industry. But I'm just saying, Beyonce has worked hard to get to where she is. So for you to say, oh, I want her to be the next Beyonce, that's the next big thing. You get? So how are you gonna have someone like Beyonce and think that your life will not be out there, and what you do is not going to be out there? How? Even when you try to mind your business, people will be in your business. So if you were trying to get her connected to Snoop Dogg and all of that, and if you did succeed, you know how far she would have gone and how they would have pushed her to put her out there. More people would have known her, you know. But you said you wanted a private life. This man can lie. Eh? Hi. I like the lie.
That's all I wanted to say. I just, I hope everything works out for you. You know what I mean? I just think
it will. See, because I'm telling the truth, and the truth is what holds up in court. So I'm not really worried about that.
I didn't say you wasn't telling the truth or not telling the truth, but you say you telling the truth. That's what like I said, we don't know. We're all people on social media just watching two stories.
Yeah, so for sure. And two stories that should have never been told in the first place. I would have never had to defend myself.
Do you see? Two stories that should have never been told. And if you start following this story in 2024, 2023, you would think, because of this statement he just made now, that it was Kora that came out to announce the divorce. Meanwhile, it was this man that tweeted the first thing to his Instagram story saying, I'm divorcing Kora. That was how this thing started. When he posted I was divorcing Kora, then we're already content creators, okay? And then I didn't even, because my channel is like a year old. Then I was on my other gist channel where I do mostly celebrity gist. I don't really do much about saga over there, just talk about celebrities. We saw it and I was like, wait, is this a joke? And then few hours later, when everybody, all the Nigerian blogs and everybody was saying it was a joke, because they made everything look like it was cool. They didn't look like they ever fight or anything. But we know, of course, you always show what you want to show on camera. So everybody was just saying, this is a joke. This is a joke. And he came back and posted something else saying, not a joke. That was his next word. Not a joke. All of these things I'm telling you, you can Google them and you will find them, because you will find bloggers, you will see stories, you will see everything, and you will see the screenshot. And then he came out and sat down and started doing videos and started talking and started bashing her. And today, look at the statement he's making in 2024. He has made the whole thing look like Kora came out. Meanwhile, in his tell-all, he was still the one bragging. And when he wanted to leave, they were begging, including her father, her sister, everybody was begging him. Nancy, if you all can remember, after he posted those things and he was talking, Nancy came out and posted and said, please, you people respect our privacy. The family were trying to sort it out in private. And he kept coming out and saying nothing is going to be sorted out in private, and he kept insulting her. Oh, her private part was named after a nightclub in Nigeria. Oh, how she slept with all the Nigerian celebrities. He started mentioning their names. There is nothing this man did not say. There's nothing he did not do. He brought this to social media. This man brought this thing online. But look what he's telling y'all in 2024.
If it wasn't for a 2-year smear campaign, which was absolutely designed to bankrupt and homeless me. Well, but I'm very good at what I do, and
look who's talking about bankruptcy. The one that went and downloaded all the money. You know what I mean when I said downloaded all the money. But this man emptied their account, okay, their joint account. Meanwhile, majority of the money in that joint account was coming from Kora. Immediately, he said he was divorcing her. The first thing he did, to tell you how cunning this man was, Kora didn't have a personal account. They had a family joint account, both of them, and he had another account. Immediately, the wahala started. Immediately, the trouble started. This man went and emptied all the money in the joint account and sent it to his own private personal account. Even when she started screaming, say, if you don't put back that money. Because if she would report it, he won't be able to prove that was his money, because she will be able to prove. Because when you have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, if your channel is monetized and you started making money, when they pay in, it's obvious. It will tell you this is coming from your YouTube paycheck. She has all the evidence to go open up her AdSense, show it to the police, and you will see amount that were paid to her every month is there. Okay, because messages will be sent to you. You will see with the Google and everything. You want to contact Google, you can contact Google to find out. You want to contact Mark Zuckerberg, you can contact Mark and their team to find out, is this person really on this thing making money? He knew that she would be able to prove, but he will not be able to prove that, oh, I made 1,500 1 hour today. Tomorrow I made another 1,500, and everything together came out to these millions that was in my account. So it was my money, even though it was in our joint account, and he returned the money. But now look at what he's saying. Lie man, lie no sumba.
And soon I will try it again. But I mean, all you women out here just like, I don't know, I'm not labeling you specifically, but all the people that are out here just being like, hoorah, women supporting women, you guys are.
Well, what? But you know what? Women supporting women. It's not about women supporting women. It's just about the truth and just supporting the truth. And
people are not supporting the truth.
To tell you how cunning this man is, here that he said this thing, what I expected this woman doesn't know the case so much, and I can understand. If it was someone that knows this much, I would have asked him, women supporting women. Is Miriam not a woman? Miriam is supporting you. Kim Baker, is she not a woman? She's supporting you. What's the other one? Crystal, aka Zoe. Who is she supporting? She's not a woman. She's supporting you. Lolo, that calls herself the truth teller, that has no truth in her mouth. Who is she supporting? You. Frida, the very brief one. Who is she supporting? You. And all the other multiple people in that private group, that most of them I don't even remember their names. Who are all those people supporting? And even these new ones that just came up now, that just started, because these other oldies are now slowing down and beginning to back down a little, because they've gotten themselves to the point where some of them will be receiving, at the end of the day. But they're now backing down. So they're new ones. He has new recruits. This man will never give those people credit. He will never give those set of women credit that they are women, but they are supporting him. And even in our comment sections, after posting a video, you will see people that will come there and cuss you out. And you are supporting him. The other one came in one of my videos, said, "Oh, JD, we love you." I said, "Thank you very much for loving him." Nobody's telling you not to love anybody. Nobody is fighting about who you should love or directing you or what to love, who you want to love, support who you want to support. No problem. But this man will not as much as give any single one of them the credit to say, "I have these supporters." But he will always want to come out and cry, women supporting. It is not about women supporting women. Because at the end of the day, when Kora messed up, we came here, I spoke about it. I said, "How dare you miss your court date?" And some people said, "Cut her slack." I said, "Don't tell me to cut slack. I'm not cutting slack for anybody. You cannot have somebody this dangerous in your life and you're relaxing. You will relax until you will end up 6 feet." That's what I said. So when it's time to give her woto, she will collect. Because you need to see the truth and speak the truth. But people that support this man will never say the truth. They will never tell him the truth until he will end himself in jail with his level of stupidity.
Supporting a gender.
No, I can't speak on that. I can't speak on that because I support the truth, and I see if you see something, you know what I mean. It's kind of hard not to it's kind of hard to unsee it. You know what I mean? So we're not in the homes. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Right. So,
so there's two sides to every story. Nobody's gonna sit here and say, "Oh yeah, he's telling the truth," or "She's telling a lie," or she's lying, or she's telling the truth. I'm not about that. I'm just, I seen stuff, and and I like you said, your life has been put on the internet, and maybe that's just the wrong way to go, but it happens,
I do not suggest anyone puts their life on the internet. I am already too deep in this to escape, and I have to finish it out. But this is I'm standing.
Let's use his words now. "I'm too deep in this to escape." Who dug the hole too deep? You did. Because there were several people that got divorced the same year, the same month, the same week, and they will even be the same day worldwide if we have to check, that got divorced. But we cannot find either the woman or the man online dragging the other one. They divorce and they move ahead. You might not like that person for what the person did to you that led to people's divorce, but some people are just like, "Look, I'm not going to dwell in my past. I'm not going to carry all those loads. I'm just going to move ahead, do something with my life." And that's what they're going to do. But this man could not even focus on his new relationship. He was in a new relationship. Every day he was talking about his ex until Summer left. Go and see Summer on Facebook. Go and see Summer's post. Go and see Summer doing her thing. So you are telling us that you're too deep into this. You dug the hole and you are burying yourself in that same hole that you dug because your ex-wife is not concerning herself with whatever you do. You travel, you cannot be quiet. You're in United States, you cannot be quiet. Every day you're talking against her. You've spoken for 3-4 years now. Nobody's listening to you. At what point are you going to say enough is enough? This man has been talking from day one. He has never been quiet. He told the story from the beginning. She only wrote a book and never said anything else. That's how she told her own side of the story. Then he came back, got angry that she wrote the book. But that's her truth. You told your own truth. You should have let it go. When you people the divorce was finalized, that should have been the last time you ever speak about her. Because the only time you have to really see her, if you're not going to spy on her Facebook, is when both of you have to exchange the kids. So there's no reason for you to keep talking and talking and talking, building these private WhatsApp groups, organizing all these evil plans and plotting. She went to the UK, she was attacked. You jumped in to say something. She rented a small apartment. You had what to say. In all of these things that he has done, He will never say anything, but he's making it look like she was the one that dug the hole for him that he's burying himself in.
Up for myself and standing my ground so that other people can learn from my mistakes. I should have left way before it ever got to this point. But I was a man, and I was trying to keep my family together and try to have that strong nuclear family, and now I'm being punished for it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you, and you have a good evening. And like I said, it's two sides of every story.
Yeah.
I'm watching both, and
Well, just go through the internet, see how many lies you caught me in, and then count how many lies you caught her. She's been caught in. She's at several hundred. I'm at 0. So believe what you want to believe.
Even the lady is laughing. This lady just doesn't want to tackle this man. If it's someone that was ready for him, this type of thing and this type of debate, somebody said something about a debate and said you should set up a debate that her people will never ever, Kora's fans will never. God, jeez, man. And I was, will never, like Kora's people will never. And I was like, I was reading that comment and I was laughing. I was like, wait. If you're setting up a debate with, say, let's pick one Nigerian person and put it with Justin in a debate, Justin will not see their back. Fact. You will not. You pick out, just randomly put your hand in the continent. If you don't want to pick from only Nigeria, pick up somebody from Africa, set that person with a debate with Justin. Justin will not win. He will not see their back. So I don't even understand. I wish he would dare. You want to sit down and debate this case with everything we know that is online. He will embarrass himself to the level that he will never come back on live on Facebook. He's talking about count how many lies you've caught her in and count how many lies you've caught me in. But he's at 0. Yo, at this point, we can't even count. That's why when you see my thumbnail, I said episode infinity, because it keeps going. We can't count anymore. This clownish behavior.
you have a good one.
All right, have a good one. Well, that was fun. If you guys want to get on here and argue with me, make sure your moral compass and critical thinking skills are up to par.
Look who is talking about moral compass. The one that they said couldn't read the 19. Okay.
Let's go to Salon for All. I would rather have these healthcare related topics rather than.
Hi, Dr. Jim. How are you?
How are you doing? I see you have quite a bit of following. What's your page about?
I'm just so much. It's convoluted. I do different topics, family, community development, and the list goes on. I'm just trying to plead with you. Is there any way you guys can meet somehow in the middle for the sake of those two beautiful, gorgeous girls?
What do you think I've been trying to do for the years?
Well, I'm going to continue to encourage you to just continue to do that. Just be the bigger person. Continue to be that, please.
Oh, I'm still the bigger person. I'm
yeah. Because
I'm 100%. If defending yourself does not mean you are.
Oh, I just want to jump out of my skin right now. Really, I want to just disappear. Why are people not asking? Oh my! Why was I sleeping when this live stream? I don't like but if I had seen him live with this type of questions they were asking him, seriously, I would have gone on his live. If I had seen him live and he was allowing people to come ask him questions, what is this? What do you mean be the bigger person? If you're just coming in, you're welcome. We're here dissecting. If you're just coming in, you have to watch from the beginning to hear the confessions, because we're done with the confessions and now we're listening to JD himself. But don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up so YouTube knows something is going on here. And if you're enjoying the truth that is being told over here, okay, and you want to support the channel, the super chat and super stickers are actually working. So as you're in the chat, you can see the super chat as you're dropping comments, or if you try to, you will see super chat and super sticker. If you want to support the channel, no pressure at all. Just give it a like, and I super appreciate that, because the like you will give thumbs up to the live stream. It tells YouTube that we're doing something good here. Okay, so this woman saying, you people can. Can't this woman already see the 100 at the hand? That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are just joining this story in 2024 or later part of 2023. So they don't understand much. They just know that he talks more than she does, but they actually think that they are both fighting. But one thing people need to understand is there is no fight, there is no battle, there is no war to be fought or won. This man is fighting himself. He's the one plotting, and then he comes back and cries that she's the one doing it. That's why people are diagnosing him, and he's like, are they doctors? Are they this? People are following what this man is saying. Somebody said to you, can you all try to meet somewhere? You were expecting to say, a reasonable person would give a reply like, I hope that someday in the future she will understand, because you're trying to paint this picture, right? That you're the good person, you're the perfect person, even though we've seen all the things there, right? All right. But since you want to run with that story, why not just say, okay, I hope someday in the future my ex will just understand so we can co-parent in peace, even though you know you're lying. But look the type of response this man gave. He is the bigger person. I've always been the bigger person that keeps talking. The bigger person that is talking and not stopping. What's going on? How come my comment section got stuck, and I didn't see your comments that were coming? The last comment I saw was the UK family saying hello. So sorry if I've not been reading your comments. It got stuck and I didn't notice because it was supposed to be moving. Sorry. Let me welcome people that are coming in before we start playing. I apologize. My this thing got stuck. UK family chat, because I'm streaming directly from YouTube now, because I've exhausted my StreamYard this in hours. Okay. I say it said, I'm going to read all the comments, okay, that I didn't see earlier. I say it said, where she see money for private investigation for someone she doesn't know. Oh, bloody liar. She hasn't put in contact directly. Welcome, Treasure G. Sorry, my comment section was stuck, so I didn't know when you came in. I don't even know if you're still here. Sorry, I'm just seeing it now because I was wondering. I've been looking at my screen for a while, and because I'm playing from my phone, I would have seen it on my phone. So that's why. You're welcome, Treasure G. Thank you so very much for joining. So, well done, host. Good analysis. Thank you so much. So they are now fighting themselves and they are confessing. Seriously, the confession is something else. This is terrible. Absolutely, very shameful. Very shameful. I'd say that this case just goes to show the wickedness of the human spirit. Absolutely. This is just unbelievable. Charity Ojemudia. You're welcome, Charity Ojemudia. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't see when you came in. I love welcoming my people when they come in. Y'all, give me a second. Let me just welcome everybody that I didn't see when they came in. Then I will continue with what Justin is saying. Okay, so Charity said, what? This is a through confession. Jeez. She's actually apologizing. Thank God. This apology, you don't even know what she has in under her sleeve. So let's just take it at face value. Seriously, with me, I don't even want to listen to her apology, because if you're gonna go ahead and plot so much evil against someone that didn't do anything to you, you're just terrible, you know. Says she's a thank God. One with God is majority. One with Kora is majority. Thumbs up. Thank you for standing by the truth. Thank you so much, Charity. God bless you too. Boris Bergman, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Say hi, hello to you, Boris. Boris, assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. I say it said she sat on top of me. Let him be lying now. You see that Kora, there's somebody that will sit on top of somebody. That Kora, what does Kora weigh? 50, 55, this is 55 kg or something. Well, Kora is somebody that will sit on top of you with him and his size. That's how he referred to Cheta, Nancy Ume's husband, as a giant. But he was taller than the man. That man is so dramatic. In my life, I've never seen someone as dramatic as he is. Seriously. I've never seen. 12:03, okay. Because I wanted to see my time, so I don't forget what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so I sat on top of him with a knife, but he didn't put it in expert taste. Don't mind him. Wouldn't that have been a good one for him since he wanted to win the case? But I said that's dark. That's a dark professing self-fulfilling prophecy slander. Well, this man, I say, does he really try to turn Kora mad evil? Absolutely. So monitoring humans. Mr. Obidi essentially was a Isaiah said he sent her out of the he sent her out on the street to hustle with her body dancing while he lived off of her. Don't mind, he was the boss then. Now, Ron M, you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining, and I apologize I didn't see when you came in. Okay. Ron M said they were doing videos and begging for stars to give the money to JD. Yes, he had bad character. Lolly was a nut for JD, and it's turned because he does not feel like she gave him all of the coin. And he actually said it now. He said it. And that's the video that she used to insult him. I think he accidentally mentioned it. He didn't want to mention that, but he accidentally mentioned it online, and somebody screenshot it and sent to Madam L, Lady L. I say it said, okay, she was those women to by sending them out to get donation for him. It shows how dumb those women were to be manipulated by a narcissist. Not only that, the fact that some of them were even taken out from their own like salaries, work, or money that they could actually save up for their kids, or use it to do something good in the society, even help those people that are out there in the streets, buy a meal for someone, pay somebody's hospital bill. They went and gave it to this ungrateful human being. The Q&A was meant to be educational. It quickly turned to something else. Seriously, that's what I said. I don't understand how you came out to tell us you're doing educational stuff, and everybody that's coming up, you're not telling them, okay, please, we're not discussing this today, we'll discuss that tomorrow. Today is educational. He just loves it when people bring up this story, and he was so lucky that all the people that came up were just asking questions just like that. I said, "Get meant to be educational." So much is going on as he's not supposed to be giving insurance and medicine. This Kora said she was he was giving her, and today he was saying that he's not a doctor in the previous live stream. So why does he need to be on the billboard? She's a singer. He wants to be on the billboard as a chiropractor. Whoever told him that line? This is Vashik Kara's session. He is not a medical doctor and he's not supposed to give out medical information. Start from time staff host. Listen from 21:59. Let me see. Where are we now? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because I didn't watch that live stream, so I didn't write down the time. This thing. So 21:59. That's where he started talking, because now it's 37:15. That's where we are now. Okay, so it's 1:14:55, and then from 1:31:14 was the worst. Really, from 1 hour 31. From 1 hour 31 was the worst. Oh my goodness! And then it says the health Q&A. Can you imagine? Let me see. Did any other person join us? Who be this one? Where they can't hail Satan. Carry your hail Satan, go somewhere else before Satan swallow you where you did. Okay. Okay, so let's go back into this.
Dragging yourself down to their level. And trust me, I've been preaching co-parent and peach on both publicly and privately. So I mean, if you think like there's no money in peace for her, so she's going to continue to harass me, and she's going to continue because she's hurrah, the troops, get them, let's take down this evil white man is basically what this has turned into. So I mean, I'm standing up for men everywhere.
So is there any way maybe you can go to a mediation with her? Because I'm really looking at the bigger picture for the girls
She
per
won't,
se. This
she
is
won't even listen. Are you Nigerian?
no, I'm not. I'm not
Okay, well,
Nigerian at all. Yeah.
in Nigerian culture, listening to your parents is huge in that culture. Meaning, like, you should respect what your father's wishes. She won't listen to her dad. She
Okay.
won't listen to anyone. So there's no mediation. There's nothing that's going to help. I've tried everything. I have tried absolutely everything. There's, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors.
You know, from what I hear and from the accent I'm hearing, it seemed like the previous caller it's American or somebody based in America, and this present one talking right now also. I'm judging from the accent. Okay, so I understand these people don't know much about this case. So that's why this woman is even saying, is there where you can go for this? And you say, the only truth you have said so far is the fact that Nigerians, we listen to our parents. We're not like other places where a parent will be talking and say, shut up, mom. You can't, what? Who are you going to, when your parents are speaking, you don't speak, you know? So that's the only truth this man has ever told. That's one thing in an African culture that parents you respect, okay? But the truth that he's not telling this woman is the fact that when this thing started, the same parents that he's calling on right now did what they were supposed to do. Do you understand? They did what they were supposed to do by calling and pleading with him. And when he did his tell all on Facebook, and I think these callers didn't see that he spoke about it, that they were begging him and he didn't want to listen. But today he's telling this woman that she didn't want to listen to her father. Meanwhile, they were begging him to settle everything in private. He was rushing online to go and put out everything out there. But today he blames it on her.
I can't talk about because it would be a violation of HIPAA.
Right.
But there's some concerning things going on. So I mean, people think I'm not being peaceful. I've absolutely been peaceful. I've been trying to do what's best for the girls all along. And it's getting to the point where if I continue along that path, I will watch my career be destroyed. I will watch my reputation be absolutely decimated. And that will punish my girls for the rest of their lives. Because Facebook could turn off monetization tomorrow.
Yeah.
And within 6 months, she's homeless.
But, and you don't want to do that, right?
I don't want to do that. No.
Right.
So,
right.
But me as a doctor is guaranteed income to support them for the rest of their lives, and that's exactly what she's attacking. She's trying to destroy my career as a doctor, which is the only stable, predictable rock that will always be there for the next 40 years. Social media is unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen there.
I'm going to come up with something in the next 1 or 2 weeks, and I would like for you to take a good look at that program where it will be a neutral point of view on both ends, so that way we can focus more on the positive on both ends to see how we can prioritize.
You don't need to worry about that. A judge will take care of that.
But I really think you guys can do better as parents, because you both love your girls. And I want you guys where you can excuse your emotion out of the equation and prioritize there. Yeah.
I think you guys just don't understand that as bad as her behavior is online, it's 10 times worse offline. Okay. So some of the things that she said and done are just unforgivable, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not healthy for all four folks involved, the girls and you both,
I agree. And I've been preaching that for 2 years, and now everyone's up in arms because I started speaking and defending myself, and everyone's mad at me like I'm doing something wrong. Yeah. I am a man. I have a future. I have goals, aspirations, and dreams, and the mother of my children is doing everything she can to destroy those. And the sad thing is that particularly women.
Look, nobody should believe whatever this man is saying, and you don't even need to take my words for it, okay? I'm not like JD that is going to come here and tell you and try to convince you. There's enough evidence out there. And please catch up on the playlist. I have a playlist. If you're just listening to this right now and you didn't even watch us from the beginning, you didn't join us from the beginning, you wouldn't have heard the part, because from my thumbnail and title, what did I say? His own gang members are exposing him. We've done either 3 or 4 live stream of such. So please watch this also from the beginning again, so you understand where we're going with this. We dropped videos about 2 of his people that spoke. You heard their voice here. And we have another live stream that we dropped on another one of his supporter, and they talk and they mention names. They talk about their plotting. On the other live stream, we read the emails that they were sending among themselves. They confirmed how many times they were calling CPS for Kora. Why nobody on this live stream asked him this question? The problem is that our time zone is the problem. The time zone in Europe and US is totally different, and I can't catch him live. But it would be nice to put these questions to his face. Simple question like, you came out and you told us that Crystal, aka Zoe, has no criminal record, and you've called FBI. And FBI told you that those photos that she was wearing orange outfit, you know, those mugshots, that those mugshots were photoshopped. It's like an AI thing. That's what Justin opened his mouth to tell us. But on the video where Zoe was defending herself, Zoe said it herself. When Zoe was fighting with Kim, Abi, Miriam, or one of those women, like, you can't keep up really with their drama in their group. Now, she was saying it. So what? So what? If I have a crime, if I have a misdemeanor, and she mentioned something else. But then if you go to Miriam Awolowo's Facebook, she posted that woman's criminal record, and you could see the category and what she's guilty of, and all those and this thing. But this man came out and lied. And look at how he's sounding. He's not telling us that, oh, look, I was plotting with these women. They were the same people that when Kora said she was going to the UK, they did their meeting and they sent those group of people that they send to go and either mass report, mass insult, or mass that to go and contact the immigration. And it was phone call here and there. The immigration had their eyes open. Immediately Kora landed in this, and she was picked up by immigration. And then they noticed that nothing happened. And sometimes I even blame all these law enforcement. When people make this false calls should be traced. People should be arrested. You cannot just be making false calls. The same thing they were calling CPS back to back in the US. I didn't see anything happening to, at least Crystal and Zoe and JD are in the US. Yo, man.
And especially Nigerian women are supporting it like, hurrah. And everyone thinks that that's okay. Like,
I get your point.
We really as a society.
And you can actually see this woman now from her accent and everything she's saying. She's also a woman of color. She on this live stream, she has been on this live stream. She heard him referring to herself as a white man. I don't see why you, as a person of color, you sit there comfortable saying, yeah, okay. If you're going to go ask a question, ask your question straight. You can see this man is trying to play a race game. Don't fall for his nonsense. People should not fall for his nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. Don't fall for his nonsense. What he's saying is not the truth, and he's saying it as if it's the truth. Oh, Nigerian women are backing up. Nigerian women are backing up. If Nigerian women come for you, do you think you can survive? This lunatic cannot even stand one Nigerian person. Have you not seen how Nigerians are? Do they look like people that are afraid of you? Whatever you want, anyhow you want it, you will receive it. Intellectual, they are there. You will not see their back. Anywhere they go to, any university worldwide, they will beat you at your game. They are that smart. This clown that could not go and study medicine, he went for chiropractor, something that we've been doing for centuries with our hands without going to any school. He thinks he's smart. He's here talking nonsense. People are not asking him questions that they should ask them. If you don't have good questions, sit down, man.
Need to question our moral turpitude on what is actually acceptable behavior, because I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm not saying I'm innocent,
Yeah.
But I don't deserve to have my career and reputation destroyed forever because I'm a doctor. It's not like I'm a rapper, which is those kind of allegations.
Is that an insult to the rappers? The rappers do better than you. Way, way, way better. Even the rapper that started last night is earning more than this one that calls himself a doctor. The previous live stream, didn't he say he was not a doctor? He's a doctor for chiropractor. Now he wants to call himself a doctor. And my reputation, he destroyed his reputation. And look at this woman again. The person that is talking with him, they're saying, okay, okay. Y'all stop it. If you're gonna go on JD's live stream to ask him questions and you don't, please do a little bit of research before you go there so you have your questions straight. Let's not do this. Let's not do it. Because here now that he said this thing, she could have just countered him immediately. Not that I'm some. He destroy his. Why didn't this woman ask him about that woman from Brazil? Why did this woman ask him about the other woman that said you want to put it, you wanted to put the cap, you wanted to put a little bit of the cucumber into the one thing allegedly. We're just saying allegedly, but the evidence is everywhere. But anyways, let's just say allegedly. That woman asked him in the chat, why are you calling me with your work phone number? Those things, those are totally different from his marriage issue. Those people that he sent, they will contact him, telling him, oh, their back is paining them, their leg is paining them. He will say, snap a photo of here, then snap a photo of there, allegedly, that even his ex-wife confirmed it. That after their divorce, people started telling her about it. Those are the people that are trying to take him to court. And they said there's even one in South Africa too that is preparing to take him to court or whatnot. The other one in somewhere, Brazil or somewhere around there, you know. One said she already won her civil case, but she's going back for something bigger. Those are the people that are reporting him, and they're not trying to destroy his reputation or make him lose his job. When you know that you're a legal practitioner or you are somebody in medical line, you have to respect this. If you cannot respect yourself and respect your degree and respect the trust that people trust in you, and you want to start doing, send me photo of here, send me photo of there, when they are clearly telling you that's not where the problem is. Oh, but I have to see everything. Now you finish seeing everything. It's time to pay for it. How is that your ex-wife's fault? Yo, man. Stop playing.
And are actually good for your career in some ways.
Yes.
But for me as a doctor, there is no upside. It is completely going to tarnish my reputation forever, which is only hurting my kids.
I want you to be sincere with this. I'm sorry. Do you still love her, though? Do you still love her? Where you guys can reconcile? Do you think there's a possibility where you can reconcile? I know it's pretty bad.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
When the door closes with me, the door is closed. I don't reopen doors.
Okay.
Not a chance.
So I'm going to lift you both in prayers and the girls as well. I'm not going to hold on to you too long because I know maybe other folks might want to come through, but I definitely will do something about this. I really, really have hope and pray that you guys can, there's nothing that is impossible, if we're looking at the bigger picture, and I really want you to reconsider that. I know it's painful, but, letting go and forgiving is very, very important.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've already forgiven.
Okay.
Like, it's not an issue of forgiveness. It's an issue of like.
I say it. You're so correct. Because what is this now? Somebody that has done so much and so much is still out there. You're asking it. Can you forgive? Can she go back? Go back so she can be strangled? Are you kidding me right now? You're very correct. She's trying to sell her meditation services and yoga and whatnot.
If I just stand by and let my world fall apart and do nothing, then
I understand.
That's actually hurting my kids.
So it's more like protecting your own
I'm protecting my legacy.
Your legacy.
I'm protecting my business. I'm protecting the thing that puts a roof over my kid's head.
Okay.
Where she's trying to take that, she's trying to destroy that, and everyone's like, "You go, girl." There's something really wrong in society that people support that and think that that's okay. If I've done something wrong, which I haven't, then a judge will make that determination. Not people on the internet that just believe everything that they're told without proof. and then you destroy innocent people.
So, do you know there was an unfortunate incident that happened in London? Do you have any idea of that incident where she almost lost her eyes when she was attacked with acid? Do you have any idea of that?
Well, first off, you can't lose your eyes from face cleaner.
Okay. Oh, it was face cleaner. So it wasn't acid.
It was face cleaner.
So do you see? Somebody was attacked. They asked you a question. You can see how this man just acts like it was when you wake up in the morning and you're still grumpy. You just say good morning to someone. Like it didn't matter. It wasn't a thing that a total stranger. I don't even care if it was water that was poured on her face or it was this hot slap that was given to her. The thing is, what gives you the right as a total stranger to walk into someone else's private area to go and carry out assault? And this man talks about the first thing that comes out of his mouth is you can't go blind with a face cleaner. Did she ask that person to come drop a face cleaner on her face? I don't know how they don't see how terrible he is.
I've already publicly said I'm pretty sure that was just a scam to gain up popularity, and also she has paid bloggers that immediately said that I paid someone to do it. So I have family members that are crime scene investigators, and they looked at that, and within one view.
He has family members that are crime scene investigators, but he said it himself that he's the first to graduate family. With every one of them going to jail and coming out. This is ridiculous. Oh boy. Are you serious right now?
Like, this is fake as hell.
Okay?
So it's like, it's sad that it's in that incident is why I started talking, because I was like, this is getting absolutely ridiculous. This is getting like next level.
So I want you to, before I go now, I want you to just, whenever you get to that point where you're extremely frustrated, I just want you to think about the girls. Hopefully that will kind of like...
I do every single day.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that's doing so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I pray everything will resolve in a positive lens for the benefit of every...
Yeah, Jacob, I'm African. Not only an African, but a Nigerian. Okay?
One involved, especially for the girls. Continue to be patient, please, because you were once the head of the household, so it requires a lot of patience, you know?
I'm still the head of the household.
Yes.
So I'm still the only one making decisions on what's good for everyone.
Yeah. I thank you so much for the time, and you definitely see me here and there from now.
Ron, even before that, why don't they go watch the video where he yanked that little baby out of the mom's arm when that woman was breastfeeding her child? They are here talking, we'll be holding you in prayer. That prayer is not going to work, man. It's not going to work because he's evil. His heart is not pure. And you cannot, even the Bible, I think he's a Christian, right? Even the Bible says. So don't be praying any prayer that is not going to go beyond the roof of your home. Rest.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Rest. Always. Don't go fight. Where the important. We fight nonsense.
Let's get back to medical questions. Because
there are more important battles to fight. Nobody should go and be telling Justin, oh, okay. This one is okay. We don't want to hear okay. Stand by the truth. Do what you have to do. There are lots of important battles. And why am I saying this? Is because I don't feel comfortable when I see people of color, because this is not even a typical, but this man has made it a race thing. And I don't want to see anybody feeling sorry for this man, because this has nothing to do with race. This has to do with a crazy set of people, him and his gang, that cannot just leave his ex-wife alone, and people have refused to call a spade a spade. A lot of them have made this from his gang. His ex-wife has never come out once to say that this is a race battle. That woman has never come out and said something that will make people of his race to feel somehow, but this man keeps saying it. And right in the face of these people that sounded like people of color, the first call and this second one sounded like people of color, they did not address him to tell him that, look, I don't think this is a race thing. I think this is just the battle of, which is not even a battle. It's a battle of you fighting yourself. But okay, if you don't want to put it that way because you don't like telling the truth, you can tell him this is a battle between you and your ex-wife. It's not a race thing. You don't have to bring in the people of color, the blacks, the Africans, and the Americans, and the and this thing. It is not about that. And it is not okay that he keeps painting this to be that type of fight so he can gain sympathy and gain people. But when we see everything he's doing sound exactly, and he behaves exactly like those people that have the 3 alphabet in their name in the United States. If you know the history of the United States, you know what I'm talking about.
This is not why I got on here. But I mean, it's good that people understand that.
Exactly, I said. How did he know it was the first cleaner?
Anyways, let's see what we got here. Let's go to Tammy. Let's get some positive questions.
Let's keep
His lives.
That is so true.
But I had to spend every penny and of my income and fight.
But at the end of the day, you're blessed. So whatever you spent is nothing going to amount to how many blessings you get. But you're a blessed man, honestly. I don't even know you from Adam, and like I said, I just kind of started following the story, and sometimes I don't like something, but coming from you as a man, that's why, I read the people, even if I'm like just scrolling the Facebook and someone's bashing you, I'm always in there on it because it just, I never was in your household with you, but it just brings something into my body, honestly, and I really respect
this accent. I've said it again. This is the third caller that I can guess is the person of color again, and I don't like the way this story is going. Yo, stay off this man. He knows what he's doing. We said it long time ago, okay? Go and catch up on our playlist. What did I say? I said all that thing this man was saying, he's trying to buy specifically the Black Americans to support him. And I think he found some that he wants to rent. The other one said, I'm going to be coming. Don't worry, we're talking. Slowly. We are talking. And slowly our videos are gaining. And more people that stand by the truth keep talking. Keep saying the truth. And as you're doing it, present the evidence. Because a lot of people don't know the story. And some of the Black Americans might come across this and feel sorry for him. But this man is not innocent. Don't take my words for it. Do a 5-10 minutes research in your relaxing moment. That time that you just used to lay down in your bed, you just want to relax, use your phone and just Google him and his ex-wife. A lot of videos will pop up. Check Facebook, check YouTube, mostly Facebook, because both of them are more active on Facebook. And listen to all the evidence, the confession that is even coming out from several members of his gang, his private WhatsApp group. Did he deny that he didn't have WhatsApp group? Not one, but two that we know of. Did he not lie that his friend Zoe was not a criminal person? And if you are a Black American and you are in the United States, the evidence is there. This man came out and he lied that Zoe was not. But their member that is also fighting because they need his attention, that woman posted and said, in the state of Pennsylvania, it is there. So go find out for yourself. And ask him that question, because the video where he lied is still on his channel. Cut that part where he said he contacted the FBI in the United States. These are his words. So I don't know why these people came in here and they are talking like this with him. But we understand. But we will keep setting the record straight. Because one thing this man wants to do, and I know from the beginning, I knew where this was going. He wants it to be the fight against blacks, the blacks in America against the blacks in Africa. When we will not fight, whatever you try, it will not work. You will talk, but we will come here and we will debunk it. And I always tell people, you have any question, you drop it for me. I post on my community tab. I post on my this and you don't understand it, we will discuss it. That's why I love playing their videos. I play it and I try to pause it and I talk and so I'm making it my own, following the rules of YouTube. So everything is okay. So you will hear it from their mouth. Leave this man. He knows what he's doing. His plot is to pitch us against ourselves as if we don't have bigger battles to fight. Nonsense man. Exactly. I say so. This Black Americans who fall for his Nigerian women and continue to make it. Exactly. That's why I'm happy that those old Nigerian women that are supporting him, that will not respect himself, they are receiving their woto, and they will embarrass and we will expose all of them, and people will be surprised. But this new set of people he's trying to win to his side, we will make sure we keep telling the truth and we keep saying it the way it is. So they will read it for themselves and they will say, we thought he was the one saying the truth because he was the only one talking, because she doesn't speak on him. But the evidences are there.
You know what's interesting, and this is an interesting point, that I started looking around the internet and looking at single fathers that are like creating content, like the Hurt Twins and a few others.
Okay.
What I've noticed is that single fathers that play with their kids on the internet, showcase their kids, their relationship with their kids, all of them, without exception, have large hate groups against them.
That's bad.
So
that's terrible.
And what does that say about society?
These callers, you people, please don't do this. Makala no come to embarrass us like this. What do you mean? Why is this particular caller agreeing to this type of thing that he's saying? A large number of men playing with their kids have. That's a huge lie. I know a lot of men that have channels, because when you're a content creator, you see other content, you watch, you consume, you see content, and mostly when you're doing this type of story, you have to be everywhere. So you catch different stories to discuss. It's just that this man own is too much, and now we're almost like back to back with just Kora. But if you scroll down my channel, you will see that I used to talk about celebrities and everything all together, content creators, different content, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. But this man is clearly lying. Instead of this woman to tell him, you cannot just come out and put out stories like, what's the statistic you're working with? Like, you just come out and you say, oh, largely. And instead of her to just counter him, she's agreeing to what he's saying. Men are always attacked. In this world that we know that is made for men, everything goes their way. Higher paycheck, everything.
Exactly.
It's particularly women, because it is women that are that are doing these hate groups. It sounds like women are intimidated by a strong father. Maybe it's because they don't have one. Maybe their dad wasn't. Maybe
there's a lot of things that could be going on.
He did not say some women. He said women. So including these three callers that were calling and everybody else. Come on, man. I wish there was someone that knew this story. You know, I really don't blame this because they really sound like they don't know. They just started watching not too long ago. And that's it.
On in their lives, exactly.
Yeah. So
but I love it. I'm sorry. I'm here for it 100% because it's like I said, New York, I've been here all my life. I haven't seen many that would take that responsibility, that would be there for them. Some of these fathers think money is okay. As long as I give you money and I buy you Jordans, okay, that's it. The kid needs.
You see what this lady is saying? As soon as I give you money, I buy you Jordans. This man does not have money to buy Jordans. Okay, so let's not start. Let's not go ahead of ourselves. Let's not do that. But this is clearly to show you that this woman doesn't really know this gist. That's why I said we have to keep talking, because his target is the Black Americans. I repeat, and seeing them on this live stream, we have more work to do. The man.
Hello, how's your day at school? Dad loves you, so.
I mean, if we just go strictly by the research, kids that are raised without a father in the home, physically in the home, and exclusively by their mothers, they are up to every statistical disadvantage. Like, what is it? Like 70% of the prisoners that are in our prison system right now are raised by single mothers.
Wow.
And the majority of rapists are raised by single mothers. The majority of murderers are raised by single mothers. So, but when you look at the statistics of kids that are raised by a single father, they have an equal success rate as a two-parent household.
That's wonderful,
So
though. That's wonderful.
yeah, so it really
It seemed like this particular caller is totally clueless about everything in this life. Seriously, this caller is totally clueless. This man is just there talking crap and she's busy buying into it because he's saying he's using the word statistics. Oh man. Boy, bye. Okay.
to have a father in the home. So I mean, and it's nobody's. It's just the system right now. It's just the system right now.
The system is a little weird. I never
like,
had to go through the system with anything.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well,
Jesus, but I can only imagine because I've seen it too. I've seen it.
yeah. Well, when you go through the system, you very quickly realize that as a man, you are assumed to be guilty until you're proven innocent, and a woman is considered innocent until proven guilty.
Wow.
So, and
One thing about you, you're a fighter, and the main thing about it is you love your girl. So at the end of the day, I love the way they love you, Athena. Like, I'm sorry, she is amazing. Both of them are amazing, but it's crazy how she's 2 years old and how she talks. Like, I love her. I love what you're doing with them. Don't stop. Don't let the haters stop you from doing what you're doing.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, haters. See, the haters never really bothered me. It was when they started taking actions outside of social media to try to destroy my career and
exactly something you worked for.
That really pissed me off. You know, because that's like
what I can say. 95% of it is foreigners. It's not Americans, because us Americans know. From day one, we worked.
I say it. You're wrong. She just said it now. From because I'm going with the accent, and even if it's and that's somebody that would have stayed in the US for many years, for you to get the tongue to sound the way, because when you hear the American English, the way they talk, it sounds totally different from how the British people would speak the English, and every other person sounds different. And even between this and them, they still sound different, you know. So you can always tell. So from what she just said now, with the Americans and except she's been there and she's gotten this and she refers to herself as witches, then I don't know. But what I know is his target is the Black Americans. And I think from what he hears too, he can, because none of them are showing their face. From what he hears, the sound of the voice, he can tell that this person sounds American. And the fact that this particular one is supporting him, his head is now big in his mind. Yes, I'm winning them over slowly. No worry, I go clear. You're not winning nothing. The truth is being told.
There are some Americans that are doing the same thing.
But I say 5%, 95% of the foreigners. I'm sorry. If you don't agree with me, it's okay, but that's what I see.
No, I mean,
every time I turn my thing, that's all I'm seeing. And then, you're jealous. Nobody has to be jealous of nobody in America, because we work very hard in everything we have. So at the end of the day, it's not us. So,
it's what they're doing. There's something called sentiment.
What the statistic he was talking about? These two people are confused. The statistic he was talking about, did this woman think that he was talking about statistic outside America? That now she started. Anybody that wants to support Justin, he's going to he's going to do it to you too. Like he might be sounding as if he's rating you, but he's not.
And tribalism in Nigeria, so they're gonna support their own.
Now he sees where the conversation is going. Now he started with tribalism in Nigeria. He switched from America. Now he's gone over to Nigeria. Listen carefully and understand the game. That's what I want you all to understand.
And that's just the way the culture. And unfortunately, it's probably a generation away from them being exposed enough to different ways of thinking before they get past that. So
this man is really delusional. Do you know, if I'm just looking, for example, like the Black Americans that he's trying to win over to his side, The ones that are not doing much of research to know about the Africa and stuffs like that, some of them might really believe what he just said. He keeps saying this word tribal, and the way he says it about Nigeria, he acts like the whole of Nigeria is one tribe. Like when you go into Nigeria, we're either all Yoruba, or we're all Igbo, or we're all Hausa, we're all Fulani, we're all Edo, Benin, we're all like what are we talking about? Oh, we're all Ijo. What? He refers to all of us like we're all one tribe, so we're all doing the same thing. But that's not true. That's absolutely not true. This man is poof. And because the woman is not even countering what he's saying, at least correcting him, tells you that she doesn't know that we're not all one tribe, because a lot of people in the world actually think that when you say Africa, is actually one country and one village. That's why this man that has been to Nigeria severally, this man knows that we are of different tribe. He can tell you that his wife is not even from the three biggest tribes in Nigeria. He knows, but he will not tell you that. He just said, is this tribal thing? Is this tribal thing? So if it's a tribal thing, don't you think those of us that are not from the same tribe as Kora Obidi, what would have happened? And the ones that is from the same tribe as her, that are on his side, like the man will never tell you the truth. That's why I don't want anybody to believe. He just wants to win the Americans to his side when there is no war to start with. He makes it sound like there's a war, but there's none.
What I'm experiencing, the harassment I'm experiencing, is primarily because of tribalism, which could essentially be called racism.
Yeah, because I said that in one group that I'm just passing. I said, well, what if he was black and she was white? Would you have said the same thing? Would you have went hard and do the same thing? I'm sorry.
If I was black, this would not turn into what it was.
It's just sad.
The fact that we have a person of color, I don't even care at this point if this woman is Black American, Black African, Black Caribbean, Black from any other part of the world. The fact that she sits here and allows this man to make this a race thing shows me that this color is not smart at all. How is it that if you are the one talking, you are the one with 2 private WhatsApp group that they've exposed you on so many things, you allow the total stranger with a criminal record to come into your home and video your children? You call the police twice at least on the day that you were supposed to pick up the kids. You didn't show up, and they showed up, and luckily one of those days she was on live stream and she explained everything, and the police left. And you have constantly been plotting. Text messages from your parents have been released, your mother talking with your bestie that you fell out. All of these things, somebody will still sit down and allow this man to bring in race into something that has nothing to do with race. I repeat one more time, this is not a battle of race. It has nothing to do with race. And this man wants to win the Black Americans to his side so they can fight against the Nigerians or the Africans. And he will sit back and smile. And for this woman to sit where she's sitting, being an American, knowing what is happening in America every day, and allow this man to sound like this, shows us that this one is not smart. So there's still more to be done. We still have to pull the ears of lots of our people and let them know what is going on. Because at the end of the day, what those other ones that supported him that looks like him, they don't go this far. But this one is here listening. Oh, yes, he's telling you it's a tribal war. It's a tribal thing. You're accepting it's a tribal thing. If you were black, this wouldn't have happened. If you were black, this wouldn't have happened. Says the one from America. When did I Can't Breathe happen? Did that one happen in Nigeria? George Floyd, was it in Nigeria? And this woman sits here. Of all the battle that people in the country where she is are fighting. She cannot sit here and correct this man, set him straight because people are listening to them. I don't know how many people were watching this. And she was there concurring to the nonsense he was saying. This man is looking for a way to start a bigger fight that is bigger than what it is. And if people are not careful, and if people like this particular caller keeps going there and supporting him, it's going to be worse for all of us. But God passed them. God is bigger than them all, and we will keep talking.
At least you're strong. You come back every time with your proof. I love it. Just keep doing what you're doing for your girls because they don't want.
I love the fact that we can go back and pull out the live stream before he did this particular live stream where we spoke about it, and I kept screaming on that live stream. I said his target is Americans, but not necessarily the Caucasian Americans. His target is the Black Americans to support him because he knows how they will fight. But he wants that energy to be on his side because some of them will think that they are fighting for the truth because they don't know the full story. But he will not win. We are talking. They will hear. They will hear. It might take some time before some people will get some information, but they will hear. But when they hear it and they see that he's trying to fool them, it's going to be worse for him. Don't worry, he's going to disappear from the internet. You know their mouth. When they start, they will not stop. So let him keep looking for a way to convince them until they know the full truth. And then it's worse when someone tries to fool you, right? Like you get so pissed off.
Need you at the end of the day. Nothing else really matters in this world but your immediate family. But when it comes down to your family of your girls, that's all that really matters. Them growing up into this society, so the things they might have to deal with. So I know we're gonna prepare them already. So they're already kind of prepared for it.
Well, as I commonly say to my friends, I'm raising CEOs, not employees.
Exactly. Thank you so much. You have an amazing day, and just keep doing what you're doing.
I will. Thank you so much. Bye.
Let me dash out. 12:51. How did he get to 12:51?
Anybody got
Let me see. I hope
healthcare questions? Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. I am just kind of bringing people on here. There's a fake profile on here. I'm obviously not going to bring her on, but let's bring Christine. This is actually quite helpful. You guys are making my organization of research that much more enjoyable because I'm going through a list of thousands of research articles and writing keywords, which is a mind-numbing task, but saves me time later. Okay, so there is no answer there. Let's try Vicky. If you guys have healthcare related questions, come forward. I don't necessarily want to talk about all this other stuff, but don't really know what people are going to say when they come on. That's right, we are all equal. I completely and utterly agree. Hi, Vicky.
Hey.
Hey, Vicky, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Mississippi, Ripley, Mississippi.
Mississippi? I've never been to Mississippi, I don't think.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you let me come on. Mm-hmm. I just did it just to see.
Well,
I've been following you and your ex-wife for a minute. Wow.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, well, you look like you had a normal-looking profile, so.
Thank you.
You look like a real human.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Ooh, Denver. I love Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
So,
Another caller. I'm trying to see if I can connect
sorry,
this.
I
If it's
accidentally
still.
muted.
Been watching you for a while.
Because this is off.
Well, thank you.
I don't know if y'all can
for the
hear.
support.
Yes, you have a lot of women supporting you. I was wondering with migraines,
Yeah,
because I've heard you do some things about that.
yeah.
I'm a massive migraine sufferer.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is talking
I get
about
them at the
migraine also.
temples of my head.
Okay.
Okay.
Both sides?
Yes.
Okay. More gentle. Like less is more. Don't start aggressively stretching your spinal cord because you could put yourself into a migraine episode.
Now
So,
is
no,
the time that he's
So,
finally
but that's
addressing
where I would look
people
first.
concerning
yeah.
the
Awesome. I'll
educational
have a, definitely have a
content
look
that
in
he was supposed to be
'cause,
doing, the
yeah,
live
I speak to
stream.
a lot of doctors and that, but not really any no.
They're coming like from the middle of my back all the way down to my lower back.
Okay,
I
someone
went
else is calling
to
about
the
that.
doctor,
Yo, we're
for
just
these
gonna run
things,
through this
and
because that's no.
Vampire.
Did he just say vampire? Let's see.
Uber, I think I have to sneeze.
Let me see. It's 1:31. I'm trying to see something.
Hello, Justin.
Hello, Angel's Empire, huh? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, are you in Lagos?
I'm in Abuja.
Abuja. That is one city I never made it to. I never really I never went to the north.
Yep, it's the capital of Nigeria.
I'm aware, yeah.
Yeah.
I met some people from. What's that?
But not as fun as Lagos, though.
I've heard that too. It's kind of like Beijing in China. It's not as fun as Shanghai.
Yeah, Justin.
Well, what's up?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. Everything is good. I just want to I want to let you know. Never get tired of people telling you that you're a good father, because you are. You are.
I mean,
This one is an attention seeker, okay?
Father,
You see
you're
this one
an
that's calling
amazing
from.
daddy
Look
to
at
me.
him. Look at him.
Never doubt that for a second.
Okay, sorry. So my network just went off. So okay, like I was saying, you see this woman that says she's calling from Lagos, Abuja, Nigeria. All these type of people that look at the place where she is, she cannot even turn on the light to show her face since she wanted to really show her face. And she's not bold enough to go create her own page and start creating content over there and doing something with her life. She just wants to come out and talk about not nonsense here. He's not a great dad. He's not a great dad. He's not a great dad. Instead of you to really, I wonder this type of person that says this level of nonsense. Now to go to Abuja, go crack in head, making get headache for 2 weeks. Back to what we were saying. Okay, so I just spoke pidgin, so some people might not understand. What I just said in pidgin was, is to go to Abuja and give her a hot knock on that her head so she can have headaches for 2 weeks. So Justin can help her fix the headache. Okay, so back to what we're saying. These ones are just people that are seeking for this man's attention. They want to be, you know how people will first, they'll see somebody reporting the news and they will just walk past the first time, maybe they didn't know, and then they notice they will now come back and try to forcefully put themselves in frame. You know how you'll be making a video or maybe a lifestyle vlog or something, and someone will just notice that you're on camera and they want to insert themselves somehow. That's exactly what this one is doing. Because the question at hand is not about you being a great dad or you not being a great dad, because the ex-wife had never ever discredit that man, saying that he's not a good father. She never talks about him anyways. So what is this one telling us? No, don't let anybody tell you if you're not a great dad. Why not advise him to mind what he's saying, keep quiet, and focus on your educational content? Okay, for example, he said he wanted to do educational content. Look at the point in the 1 hour plus video that we started seeing people telling, asking those questions that relates to his educational thing, asking about migraine, asking about whatnot, back pain, and all of that. So who will be patient enough to watch this particular live stream from the beginning until 1 hour before you now start hearing what? Because not everybody wants to come on and ask that question up there. Some people will just want to watch the video, hear you talk about that thing, and if they're having similar pain or whatnot, they will follow your direction. They don't need to comment. They just want to be anonymous. The same way that I have 26 people here, I have just few are commenting. I don't know who's watching me. So instead of this man to focus mainly, this woman is coming here to tell him you're a great dad, you're a great dad. We're not talking about who is a great dad and who is not a great dad. What we're saying is leave your ex-wife alone. Tell those women that you've ganged up with, that are constantly plotting against her, to leave her alone. She posted a video of her children. You went to Facebook, you took it down. You brought a stranger endangering the lives of her children. Now she has to go to court, spend money, and then this one is here like a mumu talking nonsense.
I never did. I never did. I don't need people on the internet to tell me I'm a good father, but it does feel good. I won't lie.
We just have to say it when we see the truth.
This man.
This is what I keep telling people, that it's easier to tell the truth than to lie.
Yeah.
Huh. This is a mumu.
See, it is right here in front of us. We could see. For us that have the insight, people with foresight can easily identify.
These are the Nigerians that are embarrassed. This one, this particular one talking is the one that's actually embarrassing all of us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not the Kora that they're there screaming that she doesn't dress up, she doesn't cover up her body, she's dancing naked online. Look at the mumu here that is embarrassing us.
Judging, because that used to be me. But if you can make the deduction that if you can't spell or use proper sentence structure, then you're probably not that educated. And you're probably not, don't have the capacity to think outside of your very
this man
means. And so the strategy for the world is just everyone start reading books.
Absolutely right. You are absolutely right about that.
So,
right.
Keep
Yeah.
keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. And I want you to erase this thing, like you thinking that every Nigerian woman is supporting evil.
I don't think that. And I
Did he just say it that we're tribalistic?
I just.
You see? Oh, God is great. God is. Didn't this man just say for all of us to hear when he was talking to the other lady that's a Nigerian thing. It's a tribal thing. That's why I now said the way he's saying it, that we're being tribalistic, we're supporting our own. By not explaining to those people that are not Nigerians or Africans to make them understand that we're not, or when you say Nigeria, Nigeria is not one tribe. We have many tribes. So you cannot just look at Nigeria and say Nigeria is one tribe. At least most people that are non-Nigerians already know of the three biggest. So why are you going to just say one thing in a in same live stream? It's not as if he did this one today and did the other one tomorrow the next day, and he forgot that he said something like that. He said it on this particular live stream, and I believe this particular lady that is calling from Abuja, Nigeria now, was actually on this live stream listening when he said that. That's why she said, I want you to erase this thought from your head. But you see, and he's saying, I don't think that. But he said it by himself that we're supporting our own because she's Nigerian and it's a tribalistic thing. And you have to drag a Nigerian in order for you to get them to not say something about you. Now he's not even bold enough to say it to the face of this lunatic woman that is calling him from Abuja, Nigeria, to tell this Oluku woman the truth. And she's just sitting there with her hand on her chin, and then concurring to the nonsense that she knows fully well that he's lying, and she cannot tell him, but you said it when you were talking to caller number 2 or caller number 3. You see how coward this set of people are. Anybody that associates themselves with this man, you will always see that there's a comma, there's something wrong with them. Really, once you listen to them, just give it 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Let them talk, and you will see that they have the same reasoning like Mr. JD.
Tell the truth, and the majority of the people that are perpetuating the lies and coming here to harass me are Nigerian. But one of my best friends is Nigerian. I have great respect for a lot of Nigerians. A lot of my friends are Nigerian. I love the culture.
What?
And when I talk about this, it's actually more for Nigerians that don't like this behavior to kind of stand up and be like, that you guys don't represent us. Because at the end of the day, my daughter's a Nigerian.
Yeah.
And you know, I really want that Nigerian scammer stereotype to, it's up to
He brought,
it's up
now
to
you see,
Nigerians to address that, because if you guys see it,
look at his face alone. There's this smirk on his face as he's saying this thing, and the mumu that is actually, I hope you all know what, because I use the word mumu a lot. Mumu is simple, because I know I have this. Mumu is very common. We use that in Nigeria a lot. Mumu simply means silly or stupid, but I don't want to use those two, so I just use the mumu. You know, this mumu lady is not even looking at the screen, because sometimes somebody might be telling you something and their words and their body language and everything is not matching. And look at his face, the way he has this smirk on his face when he's talking about Nigeria and this stereotyping of scamming. He always brings that up. He always brings that up. Like somebody insults you to your face, and because they're smiling, because they choose their word, or they think, because he thinks that he's picking his words carefully, and we're not going to be able to read in between the lines to see. And he's it's just really funny how this man thinks that he can outsmart every single person. Hi.
and you just support it or ignore it, then you're part of
You
the
see?
problem.
You just support it or ignore it. What does
Just
that
like
mean?
if
So
I
we're
see
all
an
supporting.
arrogant American that's treating people like trash in a foreign country, if I see it and I support.
So can you imagine? You know, when I see people like Justin say things like this, and it makes me even more angry when I see like this woman and the other Nigerians that are supporting this man. You sit in a platform with Justin that is an American, and you know what happens in America day to day. That the blacks there cannot even live freely. You see the injustice against people of color over there, and he talks about scam, and this woman has nothing to say. If you keep quiet, you're supporting it. You that you are a Caucasian in the US, what has Justin done to help the people of color and the people that they refer to as minority? We saw how an Asian woman also was beaten up and treated on the streets. Which American story are we going to mention? Which one are we not going to mention? When he's telling you this, you cannot counter him. Look, if somebody wants to tell you this world we are, no country is perfect. So if this man is shading her to her face, she has her hand on her jaw, and she's listening to all the nonsense that is coming out from his mouth. Ask him, what battle did he fight? When people were going out and marching against George Floyd, this thing, did he come out to tell us anything about it? and the thousands of people right now as we're speaking, it's happening. Did he come out to say anything? And we saw how he treated his ex-wife. So we already know where he belongs. It's just terrible.
Support it, then I'm part of the problem.
I agree with you, Justin. You know, there's this thing they said majority carry the vote, but not in all cases. No matter how tiny a light is, it will always reflect in the dark.
Well,
Yeah,
this is a
I'm so glad that you're speaking. You decided to come out and defend yourself, Justin. It's doing you a lot of good. And I tell you what, a lot of people are beginning to see this truth. They are beginning to understand. You know, many Nigerians are beginning to come up to defend the truth. This is what I keep saying, that people like us are not actually defending Justin. We're defending the truth.
right. And it's sad that we have to do that in today's day and age. But yeah, it's. I mean, we live in a very strange time where people can get on the internet and just say whatever they want to rile people up and form a hate organization. And there's very little consequences to it. So it's a very strange and interesting transition in world culture, because in the future, because what's sad about it is what's going to happen.
Absolutely, I say the caller is just so excited to be talking to an Oyibo man. Exactly.
Yeah.
You must separate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free. All right, have no. Ah, God, oh, our people, oh, where will they go? Where will they go? Wetin Muzungu don't do us, he never reach. He never reach. Where you go see truth, call and truth. He never reach. She's just there smiling. And you know one thing I also noticed? You notice how she brings her ears very close to the to whatever devices she's listening to, because 99% of what he says she can hear. All she hears is rah, 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 rah. So even when they insult her, she doesn't know it's an insult. She thinks it's raining. Oh, Luku of the highest level. Hi, wallahi talai. Hi.
Can't be
Kai.
respectful human beings on the internet. So there's probably going to start being more
Exactly.
aggressive consequences for harassing people on the internet. And probably what's going to happen, I suspect this will happen in the next few years.
Of course.
You actually have to show your government ID to create pages, so that you can't have these anonymous,
Look who's talking.
bloggers that are just online causing havoc without being able to prove who they are, so that there's consequences there. So, we're just in this really interesting transition period where it's kind of like the Wild Wild West a little bit,
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Okay,
Ask this
Justin,
woman what is the.
I'm so happy.
You see this particular Oluku that is calling him from Abuja, Nigeria. This particular Oluku now that you people are hearing her voice. Ask her what is the Wild Wild West that he just said now. She doesn't know. Nothing this man said now that she understands. If we could find this woman now, I will bring her on my live stream and we will ask her. Let her explain to us in plain terms what she understood by everything this man said. She did not understand anything. She did not. Because there are some people that is very difficult for them to understand when other people are talking, to understand they go like, ooh, this accent, it depends. Like where someone is talking from, you're like, oh, this accent, oh, I don't understand everything. But there's somebody else who like, but that person is talking plain. I can hear everything, This woman doesn't understand. She has her ears to the phone. You can see her ears and the net she's wearing on her head. She's trying her best to hear, but even with all of that, she doesn't understand what the man is saying. So she nods her head like an agama lizard.
Privileged, I'm honored to be speaking with you.
Did you all hear? Oh, Christ. Look, he's smiling. Hey, God. Did you hear that? I'm privileged and honored to be speaking to a lunatic. Hi. Somebody pour water on my head. Wake me up. Hi. This is one of the reasons why we're receiving insult as Nigerians. Because the most foolish ones are the ones that are so loud. Now, how did this Mumu one find herself into this live stream to be smiling sheepishly with this? Oh, this kind of thing. This is really disappointing. To think that after everything that this man has done that is out there on the internet, we still have somebody from our own country. Forget about other people from other countries. Because everything has to start from us, from home. We have to start to correct this thing. Because a lot of people think that Nigerians are against this man because he's saying it. And he will never speak about the people that are supporting him. He only speaks about the few that comes out and say, we've listened to your story, it's not adding up. And look, this one is telling, no.
They do not support this campaign.
Right now, I
of,
want to
women
disappear.
supporting evil.
I just want to
there's nothing
vanish. I
wrong
want
in women
to
supporting
vanish.
women in
I'm so
truth.
embarrassed.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong in that.
Kai,
Yeah. So
why can't
as
they
a
grab
woman,
somebody through a
you-
phone?
we like my
Why can't they grab somebody through a phone? I wish you can just put your hand in your phone and grab somebody. Just pull the person and squeeze the person. Just, you know, when you grab somebody, you just shake the person so the person can have some common sense. This is, oh man.
my
Yo.
how do I put it now? Yeah, I support women. I support both men and women in truth. So I am not among those who are supporting.
She's
women
looking for a come up, but
just
she will
because
never
I
come
want
up
to
because she
support
has
every
no
woman,
sense.
no matter what. No. So
Because
just
even
I
if you
just
give
want
her
to
the
encourage you,
platform,
keep
she won't be,
being
even
you,
him.
doing
He's
what you
look at
do.
him.
We
He
see
can't
you,
even understand
we
in his
love
mind.
you,
This
we
this
know
woman
the
is so
truth, we can
stupid.
say the truth, and we will stand. We keep standing by the truth. We are not women supporting women, but we are. For instance, I am not a racist. I am not gender biased, and I can say
Russell Batman, America.
Well, let me just talk about this women supporting women. It's, in my opinion,
Russell, which one
spitting
is
in the
America,
face of the
America, America?
feminist movement of the 60s and 70s that fought for equal rights. Because there's no way those women back then were
She they find Oyibo Bola,
wanting a
Oyibo
place
cucumber,
where they
Muzungu cucumber,
make
American
women
cucumber.
supporting women movement
She's
toxic.
looking for.
You know what I mean? They're fighting for equal rights, and it's doing a disservice to women everywhere by acting like crazy biased fools.
Yeah.
Which is exactly
I say it.
what men used to think, and why women didn't have the right to vote. So, and I'm not that I'm saying that I
say
agree with
it
that.
seriously.
I think everyone's created equal. Everyone should have a voice and a say. But it's not doing.
That's why some of them don't even want to associate. They're like, what?
At all.
At all.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
And I have
Because how can
daughters,
you
you know, I
not
want them to
understand
continue.
when somebody is insulting you to
They're
your face?
beautiful.
Right,
Athena is gorgeous. Oh my God.
One, the Seymour, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no.
All right, Justine.
All right, well,
Look how she's
they're
blushing.
great little girls.
And maybe this might be somebody's
Beautiful.
wife.
Athena is growing up beautiful.
I beg, leave the picking name out of your mumu
Nice
mouth.
talking with you. It's a great honor. I'm happy.
Oh, she's repeating it again.
And I wish you all the
Hi.
best. Our prayers are with you. Our support are with you.
Emancipate
You know,
yourself
you
from
and the
mental
girls
slavery.
keep being you.
Hi.
I'm
Muzungu, the savior.
doing what I can. I'm just
Oyimbo,
at this point. I'm doing whatever I need to do to maintain my mental health.
the destiny helper.
And
Hi.
And you look better.
We
Justin.
have a
You
long
look-
way
you
to
look,
go.
You look more. You
What?
look better. You started speaking out. You know.
Oh,
well, it was really
Oh.
destroying my mental health.
Yeah.
Feeling like I
am I listening to this conversation alone?
myself
Because right now,
of said
my head is like
accusations
two
in
times
front
the
of a judge. I was
size.
able to prove that she was lying,
Yeah.
and
Hi.
now it's like I'm I'm being bullied to stay silent on
Don't
the
mind
internet.
this shameless
And it
woman
would
talking
really destroy
about
my mental
those
health
children.
because I felt
Now to
helpless. I
slap
felt
and make
like
all the 32 teeth for him mouth
I
fall
was
down for
being
ground.
beat up.
See him head.
It's like somebody it's like
With the oversized
you know,
eyelashes where she
you
go
get
fix, where
jumped
be
in the
like saying
street by
eyelashes where don't
six
they
men
for
and you're
20
on the
years for
ground
her
just
face.
getting kicked, and you just feel like you can do nothing but just lay there and get kicked. And I can tell you without a doubt, I would rather
Hi.
get jumped in the street by six men than have millions of people on the internet harassing me for things that I never did. It's
Ha.
it's extremely damaging to your mental health. I mean, that's why so many
Like
You
teenagers.
know,
always say, you never can tell who is gonna learn from you to speak up.
learn
May
what?
God
What is there to learn? You know, I just wish that there will be an opportunity because this is really terrible. I wish we can have this opportunity where we will be on this very big platform where the whole world can see. Let us speak out these Nigerians that are supporting Justin and those Nigerians that knows the truth. Put everybody on a panel. Let everybody speak. You will see the difference. You will see the difference. It's only the mumu set of people that find their way to where this man is, and he knows and he loves it, man, because they worship him. And if you know your history, you know. I don't need to tell you everything. You know. He
men
loves
got
it.
blood running in their veins too, so
He doesn't
everyone
see
has
you.
the
He
right to
doesn't
speak
rate
and
you, but
defend
you worship
themselves.
him.
I totally agree with.
And I mean, and a lot of these women have sons, and if their sons
Ha!
were experiencing what I'm experiencing, they wouldn't
Holy
like it.
Mary, you're welcome.
They
Thank you
would
for joining
encourage
us.
them to speak up for themselves too.
Mhm.
I mean, in
Someone that
general,
looks
why do
like fried
people
chicken,
not want
according
me to
to.
speak? Because I'm exposing the toxic
There's no name. People,
manipulation
people have not called this man. Oh.
of tactics of many toxic people, men and women, and people don't want those
Welcome,
tactics to
Tony
be
F.
exposed in the public because it'll make it harder for them to control and manipulate others.
Yeah.
So,
He loves this
you
conversation.
know,
Really,
and
among
that's
all
one
the
of the
people that
reasons I
called him,
felt
for
like
him, this is
also
the
another reason I
best.
felt like I needed
The
to
fact
speak
that
up and
this woman
defend
is a
myself
Nigerian and she
is
sounds like
because,
this,
like,
whoo,
somebody
he's
out
in
there, a
heaven.
young man or woman, who's following this story.
Yo,
They're gonna,
man.
yeah, they're gonna learn from it, and it might save their life from being in a toxic marriage where they feel like they're being controlled and
Toxic marriage
manipulated.
that you
And
made
if they're
toxic.
men, nobody really cares about your feelings.
Oh,
So if you leave, now the world automatically says you're not a man. So as for men, they feel stuck because they're unhappy, and if they leave, they're not a man. And if they do leave, then they're criticized and chastised by society. So it's a tough time to be a man right now, for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, Justin. I just want to pray for those terrorists, most especially the women. I keep praying for them that someday they get to realize that you are not the man that hurt them.
I am not the man that hurt them.
When you don't go kri kri, na?
Yeah.
When you don't go kri kri praise, now that time we go realize.
I'm not the man that hurt them, no. But I mean, you know.
Hello, Nivea.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and I'm just gonna continue to point out and show how foolish they are.
Oh man. Yes, he would have recruited this one already.
It's been nice to you, and my regards to the kids whenever you have them.
Yeah.
Never said family issue. It's not family issue. It's an ex that would not leave his ex-wife alone, and he has recruited so many people to do so much harm, and most of them are confessing. We've been live for 3 hours. For you to understand, you have to watch this live stream from the beginning and watch other live stream and the short videos. And there's a playlist. So if you've not subscribed, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you can catch up. The playlist is titled Kora Obiri versus Mr. Kora Obiri. And you see their photos, you recognize them, and you can catch up on the story.
Take a break from categorizing this research.
Yeah, now that this lady has busted his brains, he wants to take a break from the research. He said he was doing data collection, now he's research. I don't know what he's doing.
Guys. Well,
data arrange, whatever he said he was doing. Look at when you see his face, he's almost turning like a lobster. When you bring the lobster from the water and you put it close to the fire and that color it turns. He's blushing so much he doesn't know what to say. This woman just stroked his ego that he thinks he's now mightier than everybody in this planet put together.
Thank you for entertaining me while I am
You see?
categorizing research, which is not very fun.
You see?
Catch you later.
He's gone. Exactly what I say it said. Hey! Somebody bring that woman to me. This last speaker. Hey! How can you be in this planet they call Earth and you decide not to have any sense? Somebody, please tell me. How? Like, seriously. How? For those people that are just coming in, you are welcome. Thank you so very much. The beach. So, how do you even get to that point? I don't even understand. Of everything, all the information that is out there, people will just choose and decide not to have any common sense. Hey, this is something else. I say it said what research?
Look at the Christmas light. Christmas light.
You're coming with your nonsense and you think I can fall for it. We're not there for all this negativity. I'm not Justin, okay? So just rest.
Hooray. I can hear it.
It is well.
I can hear it.
It is well. It is well.
Christmas light.
Well, we'll be here for 3 hours. If you're just coming, you have to catch up the live stream from the beginning so you will hear this man's people confessing. Okay? You will hear the confession coming directly from each and every one of them. I should go back to my country. At least I have a country. Do you have a country? You think you're coming in here with your stupidity? Please, go somewhere so a truck can drive over you. So we get done with that. No time to waste our time. Okay. So, wait a minute. So if you're just coming in, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notification. If you're someone that stands when you see the truth, give the live stream a thumbs up if you stand for the truth. That being said, for those people that joined us later, we're already 3 hours in, so you will have to watch from the beginning if you want to hear the confession, because this part you heard was the man talking. So you have to go and listen from the beginning so you will hear the people that came out and spoke about this whole, give me a second. The other people that came out that were his friends that came out and confessed, okay? So let's catch up next time. There's still more going on. We had there's few days to go. We are going to be seeing what's going to happen with that. That's if they're going to talk about it. I doubt, because Kora doesn't have time to talk about all those things. She just silently does what she has to do, but the ex will keep coming online, talking and dragging her name and making it look like there's a battle between the both of them. Meanwhile, there is no battle between the both of them. He is just out there fighting himself, and he has been doing that for the longest. And a lot of people really thinks that yes, they are fighting, but they're really not fighting. So listen to the confession that is coming up and you will understand everything fully. Okay. um Let me see the comment we didn't take. Okay, all right. So that being said, 3 hours, we're done for now. If anything else pops up, if anyone else comes up with their confession, imagine he already exposed himself when he said he dumped his supporter in the UK. That woman that when you go on Facebook back to back for 3 years plus now, she has been dragging his ex-wife, fighting for him. She's one of the most popular supporter of his, and he said because she wasn't bringing in money, he had to drop her. What does that make you think? That this man is just there for the money, the dragging, the insult, the lies, the planning he's doing with all these people to destroy her? All is because he wants to be the only one that will make more money. And he upsets him that she is making so much money from online, and he's not happy with that. So he will keep doing what he's doing. But that being said, I would love for us to talk more, but I wanted us to come in here and listen to this confessions, so you hear it from, because if I had listened to it just by myself and I come here and explain, sometimes people are like, why don't you let us hear from the horse's mouth? So that's why I was like, okay, we're going to sit down and we're going to listen to some of those live stream together. Since we've been covering, we did cover his own when he was talking, so that's why I brought this in here for us to listen together. So please, if you're coming in now, you will have to watch from the beginning, because we're already live for 3 hours. So you will hear the confession coming out, and these are from people that are in JD's WhatsApp group, people that are in the same WhatsApp group with him, people that plotted with him, people that helped him, gave him money, donations, did so much for him. Those are the people. Okay? So let's just, oops, give me a second, I'm trying to open. Let's keep our finger crossed and let's see what's going to happen next. Okay, let's see who's coming out next to confess, or who is going to be fighting with who, because not only the confessions are going on, the women are also fighting between themselves right now.
This is for you.
No, vale por mesa. Vaccine. Stare to Janda. Aristo. So that's that. I will leave y'all right now and we will be back. If we have something else to dissect live, then you will see us here doing it live. But that being said, that will be it for now. Thank you all so very much for joining. Catch up with the playlist. Catch up with the playlist and let us know what you think about this whole thing after you listen to it. If you caught up to this one, you've listened to this one, but you didn't hear the other lady confessing and talking about this, you will hear, if you listen to the previous live stream too, where we were talking about another of his followers and member of that his private WhatsApp group exposing him, you listen and you will hear some of the names that she will mention, and you will know that his name you will hear on this today's live stream. So there's so much videos, there's so much information. It's just to have the time to come out and sit down and do this. That's the thing. But else, there's so much out there already. But he will keep playing the people that he can play. He will keep convincing the people that are willing to just buy whatever he's saying, because he's a smooth talker and he can easily convince them. And even most of the supporters of his said it, that he lies very well. Okay, some people can lie, but they're not good liars. Some other persons can lie and they're very good liars. They can convince you with any lie. So he was able to convince some set of persons, and he's recruiting more people. We can see that happening right in front of us. So that being said, I say thank you to all of you, and I have to go now. I will see you all on the next one, probably a video, live stream. I'm not sure what's going to drop next. Thank you so very much, and God bless you all.